What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Pod 68 finals this time around.
All right.
Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? Wes from YouTube, how's it going?
Cool.
No, I'm not playing at all.
Let's do.
No, I just I make the font for the pre-stream just based on whichever
Yep.
name is longer.
Gotcha.
I try to get them kind of equal. I don't know. It's an art, not a science, I guess. No, we're doing commentary today. We're covering events. I don't get to play 40K anymore. Mully 1982, thank you so much for the follow. I just think about conceptually playing 40K. Let's turn my microphone down a little bit. It seems like it's a little loud. And that's what we're doing today. We're watching some Necrons versus some Emperor's Children. We've got over here in the red Commander Cha-Cha, one of the most prolific players, I think probably in TTS 40K right now, but also in the server particularly. Rocket Emperor's Children. He's a bit of a jack of all trades, plays basically all the factions.
Right.
Emperor's Children being the hotness for now. That's what we're going to watch. Versus, over on the other side of the table, Bird Person 01, a.k.a. Partners, I think, is his name on the Discord.
Here, let's stop. So
Running Necrons,
right there.
a Starshatter arsenal of the similar version that we saw Richard Siegler actually playing over the course of the weekend. So will be interesting.
Always okay to be back here.
Interesting to watch it go down. I'm excited. First time watching on Twitch. Hell yeah! Well, welcome in.
Let's do.
Hope you enjoy your time over here in our little corner of the internet. So let's talk about the lists real quick as the players are doing their deployments. We can burn through the Emperor's Children one pretty quickly. I think at this point, if you haven't seen this Coterie of the Conceited, it's basically normal stuff. Interestingly, it is rocking Lucius, but not as the army's warlord, which is, I think, a little bit of a curious selection. I wonder if he does have his warlord listed, right? Yeah, it's this guy over here. Obviously, the warlord selection is important specifically for Coterie of the Conceited because it determines who is going to take or suffer the downside of pacts. So they have to be on the battlefield for pacts to Slanesh or pledges to Slanesh for to be pledged. In addition, if you fail your pledge, so you choose at the start of the battle round how many units you feel you will be destroyed this round of your opponent's army. If you are correct and you get equal or higher to that pledge level, then you gain that many pledge points, which will unlock special abilities for the army. Cool. If you don't, your warlord takes D3 mortal wounds. So a lot of times you see Lucius played as the warlord because he has a feel no pain, so he can shrug the mortal wounds, plus he's a lone operative, so he can just kind of hang out by himself. It looks like in this list we're actually running as a Demon Prince. The Demon Princes do late game really hard. As soon as all of the pledge abilities are unlocked, the Demon Princes actually can kind of just play the sprinkler. They're just like big beat sticks that will wander around and table your opponent. So it might be that we just want to keep one of them alive until the end of the game so we can continuously pledge. Lucius the Eternal, you can play a little bit more aggressively with and use him as a character sniper. The downside is that he is not the hardest thing in the world to kill, so you want to play him kind of conservatively if he is the warlord. But in this case, we can play him a little bit more aggressively, use that 140-point body to do some damage, and then use a Demon Prince at the end there. The downside, obviously, is that if you do fail pledges and you end up taking mortal wounds, the Demon Prince does suffer pretty significantly from losing mortal wounds, so that will not only make him easier to kill, and it also doesn't care about his -1 damage effect, but it also means that he's going to be doing less damage when he impact attacks. So that is pretty awkward. Hope I'm ready for new points on Saturday. God, I hope it's not Saturday. Well, it would be weird if it was Saturday, not like Tuesday or Thursday, which is normally when they do it. Saturday would blow my mind. But I'm out of the office. I got plans on Saturday. I can't be live streaming points change videos.
Right here.
Oh boy,
Living his best.
Sunday would be okay. I'd see a Sunday drop.
See if you go.
Get ready for my mind to be blown.
You get to hear. You get like.
I will not believe it, chat.
Here. You roll 6, go through walls. Yeah.
I think what did the leak say? What did the leaked like review streams or whatever said?
Looking like that there from your base. It's like Yeah, so it doesn't get shot turn 1 if I just pull him in the corner.
I thought it was June like
Uh,
3rd or something.
See right there. This is
Leaked changes look
Triple
awful.
line here, make sure something. And I'll check out King's line. So this is the line there. Touch that. That.
How so?
They reach that.
What
And then,
what changes are we
So that's fine on that side.
looking at? Eldar getting points hikes.
So 14.
Ooh.
We're
Not mechanical changes to
they are tall.
to
Could actually stand in this. And
to stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. This feels that's it. Mechanical changes to devoted Uniad.
this point here.
They're getting nerfed. The fuck?
So basically,
Eldar Emperor's children getting
Good.
splashed.
probably actually better if we go like. Probably better if we go like this.
Or so.
But Manir can't see.
What about chat?
I cannot.
Just all those things are wrong, and different things happen.
So if I don't come in here, it's
Because a Saturday
We
balanced
can-
data slate would be
We
weird.
could see through like this little weird gap.
Okay, so the line for the minier is like
here.
right. This is the minier line. Cool. So,
Yeah.
alright, sales.
So both Minirs could land
Yeah,
here.
trying to get the entirely out of the
and see you.
line of sight is a little bit awkward with
From here.
turn 1 here. The awkward part here is
if
if,
you're red,
so Isaac's trying to set up a position where he can get hidden by the terrain in the
Okay, so
center.
actually,
The
we're out of
problem
range,
is
so
if
we'll-
he
we'll-
extends over the table there here,
You're out of range. Okay. Alright.
then we start to run into line of sight issues from this corner.
Let's go ahead and.
Because of how the line of sight works currently, you are allowed to
Ben.
extend over the edge of the battlefield with your miniature, just not your base.
Good luck.
If you do so, however, you get all of the downside of the line of sight.
Alright, you go first.
There's going to be Necrons taking the first turn here. Benefit, though, is that Commander Chacha will potentially get,
You don't have any scouts.
Uh,
if he's able to sort of push the engagement early,
Let's go right.
he'll get a little bit of an attritional lead. So it might be that we're playing a little fast and loose here because he kind of wants to go second anyway. So we are playing Purge the Foe this time around, by the way, folks. So we are trying to kill the opponent, do murders in order to get points. Each player will get 4 points if they destroy at least one unit by the end of the battle round. 4 more points if they destroy more than their opponent from battle round 2 onwards.
Close off that line.
Which tends to be a tough one for Emperor's Children. I do think Emperor's Children are pretty well statted to knock down these things like these wraiths. But obviously, they are going to be giving out quite a few purge points.
Right.
Cool. It goes there.
Units can wall hack outside the map. Yep.
They're safe
As
for
if the unit that they are targeting is outside the map, then you can draw a line of sight
Gonna scout for
to them,
6.
which means
Scout for
definitionally
6.
that
Do we actually-
terrain wouldn't be intervening, right? So if we draw a line from like
Probably you can probably
the edge of this fern
line.
to
Yeah.
where someone is hanging out over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
there's nothing in the way because we can't put terrain off the battlefield. So
yeah.
we would be able to see. So I think there is a universe where
And the next turn he
we could see a shot on that Demon Prince around the corner there.
That's
It actually comes up very rarely, but it does allow you to
Thank you.
extend over the battlefield with your big models. You
Start
just
that
have to
round,
suffer
I'll
the
pledge your
consequences,
0.
essentially.
okay. Cool. The king's getting
CP gain needs a successful leadership test.
Yeah, I don't have any mods.
No Overwatch rerolls. I mean, just
Guess
fucking
minus
cut
one
Overwatch
damage.
from the game.
Cleanse.
Please. Space Marine points down. CP reduction limited to once per battle round.
We're gonna get 2 cleanses.
What the fuck?
Cool.
Yeah, Tyranids like just become a non-functional faction. Although
Oh my god.
it's like specifically leadership, not battle shock. So does Synapse
See you on
affect
objective.
it?
Okay.
No, you would.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea. Hey, Jam Wand.
PLS, don't kill my knife ears, not like this.
Not like this. No synapses. That can't be right. There's no way.
She's still on, is it? Yep.
Yeah, so Synapse doesn't affect it. What's Swarmlord's leadership? 7? Yeah. What the fuck? The guy's already like fringe playable at best. Why don't we just turbo nuke him? Holy shit.
So 7 plus a 6. That's 13, 25. You can get that.
Yeah, so I guess we can before we doom and gloom about potential leaks that are probably wrong. We should talk about the lists that we are watching see play right now. So to round out Commander Cha-Cha's list real quick, he is running Lucius and the Warlord Demon Prince, as well as 2 standard Demon Princes, 3 Lord Exultants, and a Lord Cacophonous with Pledge of Unholy Fortune. So he's going to be able to confirm additional sustained hits from his Blast Masters in his unit. We have 3 units of Infractors as well as 2 units of Tormentors. Pretty standard stuff. 1 Tormentor unit is in the center of the battlefield here. The other one's just going to obsec his home objective in order to hold that down for the remainder of the game.
Yeah.
There are Ophidian Destroyers, so he does have to worry about up-downs in order to take that objective, so they're likely going to stand there until the end of the game, but still a useful place for them to stand. We have 18 Noise Marines, 3 units of 6 with 2 Blast Masters apiece, and 2 Rhinos to carry them around. It's normal Coterie of the Conceited, nothing super crazy here. Moving over to I've just realized, chat. I put the lists in the bot for YouTube, but not for Twitch. Let me fix that. All right, so lists should be in the robot now. Exclamation point lists in chat to get access to them and follow along. It is Starshatter Arsenal over here for Bird Person. We are playing the big man himself, the Silent King, plus a Technomancer with Chrono Impedance Field. So he's going to be embedded inside a unit of. I wonder which one it is. Looks like it's the big fancy Technomancer, not the little Technomancer. He's going to be embedded into that big Wraith unit and then just sort of hang out next to the Silent King to grant him his -1 damage. We have a second Technomancer alongside Cryptothralls for one of them. Looks like we're for the one with the bonus on it, with the enhancement on it. We have
it's just going to advance.
2 big units of Canoptech Wraiths, so Vicious Claw and Particle Casters on those to attach in with the Technomancers. So these guys will get reactive moves when in response to shooting. They'll get end-of-turn reanimations. They'll get potential bonus to hit when they attack enemies on objectives from Starshatter Arsenal, which is all good stuff to have. So we were able to basically just toilet bowl the game onto these 2 huge, enormous units, and then kind of call it a day after that. And that reactive move is going to be pretty big here because a lot of times what Emperor's Children want to be doing is softening up targets with their Noise Marines before they finish them off with Lord's Exultants. If the Necrons can pull off of objectives in response to shooting, then those Lord Exultant Infractor teams are going to be way worse when it comes to the amount of damage that they do. So big benefit that Starshatter Arsenal has is its ability to get to sort of win the fight with their big guns, as well as get their guns on target. The downside is that oftentimes it does suffer in terms of primary objective control. So the trend has been to take more and more Canoptech Wraiths, because Canoptech Wraiths are one of the best sort of bulwark units in the center of all time. In order to buff them, we have a Catacomb Command Barge with Dread Majesty, so he's going to be giving reroll 1s to hit and wound and +1 OC. We also have some utility in the form of a Hexmark Destroyer as well as a Deathmark unit. Backline shooting provided by a pair of Doomsday Arcs, a Canoptech Reanimator for to heal the big Wraith bricks. And that's basically the list. So I actually watched this one play over the weekend, and it was absolutely dominant. So a very strong version of Necrons.
Shots. These boys, they're gonna like
Every single game you play against Wraiths, they have Cryptothralls and pull call turn 1. Yeah. Yeah, turn 1 call would not be great here. That is an interesting interaction because the Wraiths are typically just 24 wounds, so they actually wouldn't be eligible for call, but the Cryptothralls add themselves to the unit, so they pump it up to big enough for Call of the Horde to matter.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-mm.
Doomsday Arc. What's Doomsday Arc gone? Anywhere. Put here and get half of here. You're 12? 14. 14. It's 20.
Changes feel like Marnius should be more. Must be Warlord. A good change. Let's completely overreact and change CP economy. I don't understand Games Workshop because they clearly wanted part of the design of 10th edition to be go from the detachment command point economy which we had in 9th edition and previously, where it was based on the number of detachments you had, whether they gave you negative points or positive points, however it worked. Your composition of your army gave you command points. In 10th edition, obviously, they moved that so players just get command points each round. However, many factions had built-in command point economy as part of their faction design. Space Marines and Tyranids, the most notably. That was like the first wave of releases they did were like, hey guys, let's do command point sub-theme. Okay, that's sweet. That's a cool identity to have. Then they rewrote those abilities 5 times. And so if you buy a pack of index cards, everything on those cards is wrong. Anything that has to do with stratagems or command points is now incorrect. And incorrect to the level of a serious number of changes. And that's so incredibly frustrating to me because like instead of adjusting these problems with points, right, we're just going to wholesale rewrite the entire ability, and that's crazy to me. Or release new things that can interact with them. Things like I like the addition of like Nemesis clause with things like anti or like with CP tax effects and things like that. But
and then
if it is true that they're just going to go back and rewrite every piece of command point economy buffs, that's insanity. That's crazy.
That's a guy in a bit.
They tried to squash Ultramarines but missed and killed Hive Tyrants and Grots.
I can't see anything else.
If true, Tallyman is even better. Amazing.
So
Jesus Christ.
Got 4 points for 2 cleanses, and I'm gonna cycle bring it down.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about front-loaded 9th edition CP. Yeah, who remembers taking like triple battalion to start with 15 command points?
Prisoners and
back on the day.
Bring down the CP. No pris.
Yep.
Interesting. I think we'll like probably
no prisoners. Bring it down. Top of 1 for Commander Cha-Cha here.
After we roll those.
Didn't lose anything, so that's good. So not giving up primary this time.
So
the question is if he elects to push forward here. Bird Person did drop a secondary, so he is going to be grabbing a command point.
Or
so he has a lot of his 2 CP effects online right now.
Charge out here. Well, I need to basically get 22, moving 7.
Oh, I think we're going for one of the Technomancers potentially.
I roll 6. I saw 9. Even like so that's not gonna be worth it.
So interesting thing that Isaac could do here. So what he's trying to do is get his Lord Exultant to this position so he can draw line of sight to this Technomancer. Then he gets an epic challenge and he kills the Technomancer out of the unit. That secures him a kill. It removes obviously a powerful attachment for the Wraith unit. Problem is the Wraith I think might kill the Infractors in return, and then you just trade kills, and it's not that big. It's not that exciting.
Yeah, do that.
But what he could do is potentially try to game that movement with a really wide advance. So if he advances in such a way that the Lord Exultant like ends, over here somewhere and then gets a charge and a pile in, he could potentially make that distance. But obviously, you have no idea if you're able to do that before you roll any dice.
God damn it.
Sorry.
The loyal 32. Yeah, it was
there.
I don't know. It made 40k armies behave like armies, but it definitely wasn't the best
The Rhino.
idea, the best implementation.
Was the Rhino was empty, right?
Rhino.
I don't know what the pledge is for Commander Cha-Cha. We'll see where he's. It looks like he didn't pledge this round, unless that's his total points. I have no idea.
This Rhino here. We're gonna hop the Noise Marines into it.
It's only a problem because guard were too cheap. Yeah, probably.
He's going to advance.
Well, you got a similar version with
15,
like whatever the Rusty 17 or whatever from Adeptus Mechanicus. It was like the same cost. You just got less models.
And it's just there, and another 2.
Yep.
And just kind of
battle line. I think you'll find. You mean troops?
Pivot.
Get this battle line out of here.
Pivot there. That's fine. This Prince is go stand over here.
Yep.
So.
Commander Cha-Cha probably going to cede the first attack here. The first turn advantage here to
16.
Bird Person. He does have second player, so he has bottom round 5 scoring towards the end of the game. Not to mention the fact that he's also going to
go like this.
He's going to be able to like
Yeah,
kind of play for kill more on future turns.
Alright,
The
we'll
big
make
downside
this
is
real spicy. It's not a spicy move.
not gaining any
Not enough to be spicy.
yeah, not gaining any additional
Terrible use of Everett.
pledge points early this
Yeah.
turn.
It's, just basically right where the other squad was.
Yep.
Chilling there. 16. Alright, cool. Yep, I think we're chilling there.
Thoughts on squashing
Slide,
battle line and
you'll get your
buffing
kills
battle line
more.
buffing mission rules?
Yeah,
I liked it
Look
honestly.
like
Like
that.
raised banners was the big one for me.
chill.
Stalwarts was the problem
Stay
in my
right
opinion
there.
is that
I'm not-
they.
through the corner.
Yeah, do that.
I don't know how you balance them around
Just bring- push
knights.
up behind it,
It's the
just
real
a little
issue.
Stage.
Because like I think it's okay to incentivize taking a couple battle line units so that you can like remain in parity on banners. But I was talking to Scott Sasser
Yeah, and I think
at DreamHack and he was like, we pulled a banners mission, so I just get 5 points over you. And I think the opponent he was playing had no battle line.
Nope,
So it was
at
just
all.
it was a team event. So he's just like, I'm gonna start this
back
game
up
at
secondaries for
11-9
CP.
and go from there. And I was like,
Past you.
that is probably an issue. And I don't know how you change that
Yeah.
without fundamentally, like without nerfing knights or fundamentally redefining the rules. So I think that's like part of the problem is that some armies are built around their battle line and some armies aren't. And so those armies get an extreme buff, right?
Oh, my deployment zone. Okay, cool. That's easy enough to do. Show me my deployment zones. Oh, easy.
I mean, the real issue, you just redesign knights, right? Give them an infantry battle line unit and just make armigers able to be taken in large numbers. Don't necessarily make them battle line. It's probably the the goal or whatever. Make armiger squadrons or something again.
My turn now?
But it is what it is.
And yours.
We are back over. So blazingly fast turn one. We are back over to Bird Person over here. 0 primary scored for Commander Cha-Cha. Not willing to go in super hard. This early in the game, Bird Person here grabbing a hold more on primary. Area denial, sabotage, or the draws. Going to be a pretty easy score out for him. This is a tough start for Emperor's Children.
Didn't actually have to do that.
What they really they want to be playing these long games so that towards the end of the game they can really hammer blow you with all their buffs active. But if they're not killing anything to gain their buffs, it's a tough one.
Can do it. Okay, so what am I doing here?
Just legend knights.
What are the...
It's funny how hot of a topic that's been in the community Discord over the last couple of weeks. I don't know what's
do I want to threaten?
like what's caused that, but everybody complain about knights. Robo Shark might have a little bit to do. That man hates that faction.
I can't see this building. I'd have to come all the way over here to get a beat on him.
By the way, chat, I was hanging out with some friends and we played 2 rounds of the fully released Speed Freaks. Oh my god, I had forgotten how much I fucking love that game.
Yeah, that's fine. That's not okay.
Saints and a Sinner. Ooh, that's good. It's too bad it's a 10 model sister squad. If it was 5 and an immolator, you could say 6 Saints and a Sinner. That'd be good. Saints and a Sinner is great though. That's incredible. ChatGPT every once in a while comes up with gold. 90% of what it relays is absolute trash, but every once in a while.
At least like an inch on those rates, like half an inch on those rates. To here, what do I need to get in order to shoot those demon tanks? If I can. Yeah. So. Oh, why is it so thick? Stop being thick.
Oh, sorry. Start battle. I need to pledge for something. I'm still gonna pledge for 0 again.
If you press minus, the line gets smaller.
Oh, cool.
While you have the pen out, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's weird because I'm like,
Yeah, it's something to do with the background, the size of the background. image.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to like do it to While I'm drawing, because I'm trying.
No, you just hold the thing out and press minus.
Oh, okay. It's not working. Cool. Thank you very much.
Ricochet, use it for work all the time.
Also good.
I just started actually. I used it a little bit to reword sentences or to find synonyms for things. That was I liked it for that. So I would like write a sentence and I would like need some synonyms for a phrase or something, and I used it to find that, and that was actually pretty useful. Versus like going into a thesaurus and like penning through a million different versions. By the way, my co-commentator's here. She's ready to give us some hard-hitting commentary. Inky, what do you think about the current state of the Emperor's Children faction?
I might be okay. I'm just gonna move these wrists around a little bit.
She's not. She doesn't. Head empty. Oh, make this formal, please. Yeah. Please, Chat GPT, help me.
Cool. Let's do the king thing. Wonk. Whoa. Yeah.
Can't count to 4. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of like reports about how like weirdly bad it is at doing math. I have seen that quite a bit.
Foliage, man.
That's not the foliage. Yeah, you're up on the statue right now. If you right click the statue, you can see where its collider is.
Okay, yeah.
You just can't end on top of that yet.
I think I could still do the thing that I want to do.
Yeah, it's like right there, basically. South of the statue.
Yeah. And then I think this other mini can do the same.
The foliage doesn't have colliders, chat.
Still blast.
Only the statue does.
Like volley on the rain. Do within 2. Yep. Cool.
Create super nice graphs and images. Do you have to pay for it to make images? I asked it to do an image the other day and it didn't do it. But I assume I don't have the right subscription level or whatever.
The file one, the file Doomsday Arc.
Oh, I have to say please. You're right, chat.
Let's just throw up a little bit of this.
3 free a day. Okay, well, here you go. Yeah, I was trying to play around with it to do posing for things. You know, take a character and put it into a pose, but it would fuck it up. Or at least the AI tool, it wasn't necessarily ChatGPT, but the AI tool I was using was just fuck it up super bad. So I ended up it was more work to try to get the AI to do something for like a concepting image than it was for me to just like ask an artist to do it. So I was like, this is stupid. why are we funding this?
Puddle up here just to like make sure his thing is in. He's just gonna go over here. All that he's within the thing. This team's go.
Larry, that's not best practice. That's not industry standard, Larry.
I think it can go big on these guys from here.
So big advance to the Silent King to get up and peek a Demon Prince here.
This corner here is the
line
for them is like touches this corner here. That's why they put them there.
Yeah, I might be able to see them if I come out to like here.
To there. Okay, still blocked by the wall there.
So I think I could still see the wall. I could see you through the wall, I think. This angle here. The wall with the base that the this turn piece ends here.
Oh well, there was a I didn't see there's a leaf there apparently. I can't see.
I'm gonna advance the Doomsday Arc just in case. 3, yeah, that's far enough. So
Oh, that's
5.6.
yeah.
2 inches. One there. He was in the pink bubble for some rerolls.
Yeah. Well, the whole intention of putting there, they couldn't get seen at all. But I guess.
I mean, you can move it if you want. I can undo what I've just done.
Yeah, because I think it's this guy here, right? Because the whole intention was I put them here where they're impossible to see. I think it's because I didn't see the little hole there. That's why.
Yeah.
I was looking top.
So
I was looking from top. I was looking from top
this
down.
guy
So
as well. It's this guy as well.
Okay, yeah.
I can see him as well.
Yeah, I was looking from top down, so this piece I thought continued all the way down. I didn't realize there was a hole
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. I don't think I can do anything much else with this Doomsday Arc. Can't see the Doom Prince with it. I don't think. Nope. And the King's got his ass in the way. Yeah, it's kind of just gonna hang around a little bit, just chill. Just kind of chill and wait a little bit. In that case. So I kind of screen out this area a little bit. These guys, let's screen there. Oh boy, I need to screen out this backside, don't I?
I would never drop Prince behind you. That would be rude.
What a shocker. Who would have thought that you would totally do that?
So it's a little dangerous here. If the Silent King does toe that objective, he's in the danger zone from being blasted by a Lord Exultant. Because a Lord Exultant will not, I mean, it won't kill him in one go or anything, but it will do a ton of damage. They're also pretty
no Prince.
well suited at, like, sort of in general, well suited at attacking the Wraiths. The mass lethal hits attacks with NAP 1 from the unit is pretty relevant, especially since they have precision. So there's a chance that they could go onto the Technomancer if he ends up in line of sight.
No.
So the Bread Person here has to play Super KG with the Technomancers, which obviously makes his positioning a little bit tougher. Looks like we are going to be they ingressing a Demon Prince here.
Right.
The other interesting question is that, like, the princes themselves are pretty good into the Silent King. They can basically stack up their mortal wound effects, like, because they'll do them sequentially. They'll all just be able
I was shooting, so might as well keep
to blast in.
I'm just gonna start doing the thing.
Yep.
Start doing sabotage.
So if all 3 Demon Princes just descend on the Silent King, the average damage punches through the Minears and does 5 to the King himself.
Okay, cool.
The attacks from the Demon Princes, even if there's an interrupt or something, probably kill him. Now, obviously, that's a trade down for the Emperor's Children player, but getting rid of that really big force multiplication piece early is going to be huge.
3, sorry. I'm gonna reroll that one. That's a reroll for 1.
Yeah, it's an aggressive push.
You might
It's interesting because Emperor's Children do have, like, good answers to a lot of the weird
5
damage manipulation that Starshatter Arsenal can do. The Demon Princes don't care so much about the -1 damage. The kind of like mass random 2 and 1 damage attacks into the Wraiths don't care so much about Feel No Pain. The Lord Exalted doesn't like it, but he can kind of get shored up by the rest of his unit.
Yeah.
And importantly as well, he has a second activation of a 1 damage attack. So you can even do things, because he has his lash, you can do things like attack with your Lord Exultant if you leave wounds floating, or if you attack with your infractors, excuse me, to try to deal damage. If you leave wounds floating, you can attack with your lash to try to finish a model to then attack with your multi-damage weapon, or vice versa, which can make it like a little bit less painful to attack into these like big, huge, just boats of wounds.
12 into him. I'll hit. 5. For God's sake.
Hope we see him melt a snipe, from a Tormentor squad. That would be spicy for sure.
All the damage. 6 wounds.
Those multi-guns, turns out advance and charge multi-guns or advance and shoot multi-guns on an infiltrator is pretty good. Now we are drilling into a Demon Prince down to 6 wounds on that guy, so he's only averaging 3 mortal wounds on the charge now.
Cool.
Was Silent King was in range, or was that?
No,
yeah, the other thing to consider too, though, is that like if you're trading for the Silent King, you're gonna have to overextend to kill him. You likely won't get enough. You won't get enough kills that turn, right? And you're gonna give away way more points than he's worth. Whereas the Wraiths are ideally gonna late game, and they're still gonna be getting the Dread Majesty aura off of the Catacomb Command Barge in the back.
Yeah.
So it might be that we're just trying to hoping that the Emperor's Children army overextends into the Silent King here. The other thing too is that the Emperor's Children, they have a tough time repositioning. In this case, obviously, there's a bunch of Demon Princes in the way. This is a good spot for the Demon Princes to be standing.
Is this supposed to be on or off the objective?
it's fine if it's off. I just wanted it to get an angle.
So you want? Yeah. Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, he's not
Alright,
on the objective
draw
right now.
cards. Storm hostile. Mark for death.
As usual.
Storm Hostile is a pretty good draw here because there's not that many
Cool.
OC in the center objective. He can probably grab that
Hero.
just by towing with the Demon Prince.
So we're just gonna do.
The Demon Prince is also
Do stuff.
they're good at dealing damage to the Silent King because they can punch through the damage reduction from the chrono impedance field, but they also are pretty good at sustained fighting into the Wraiths as well. They have a good profile at attacking the Wraiths because their low strength doesn't matter so much. And the Wraiths have a particularly bad profile at attacking Pack into the Demon Princes because they're damage reducing and have access to Armor of Contempt and a strong base armor save. So like they can actually just attrition out with the Wraith unit for a really long time, especially if you have multiple Demon Princes in. Looks like we are going to be going for the Silent King here.
Mr. Silent King. How's life treating you today?
Everybody in, boys. Let's go.
Best goes up here. So. That there.
Yeah, no, but fall back and shoot.
Do.
That's definitely a danger for this style of Necron list.
Gonna-
I almost wonder if we're going to see Tormentors push. This is oftentimes what they end up doing is if they don't need to perform secondaries, they just start charging into weird positions with where the Doomsday Arc is.
So.
Um,
And this.
So they could try to charge in and just pin that thing for a turn. And as we're seeing Commander Cha-Cha do, he can try to avoid its line of sight for as long as possible. The downside is that he has, because his Warlord is damaged here, he has to send his Warlord in, which may restrict the number of pledge points that he unlocks. I don't know what we pledged.
Could have watched him with this.
Oh, is this his pledge point? Is this his pledge total?
He's obviously doing
4 units? There's no way.
2 minions. Nope.
An Overwatch for the Silent King.
Thing.
Spicy.
Yep. And Priesthood. Oh, come on, dude.
Living his best life.
Yep. And 12. Real one.
What's the pledge bar right now, by the way?
I just 0. I pleasure 0 again.
Cool. Are you just putting it on your purple
Hey,
thing down here, or is that going to be
Yeah.
points? Okay,
Yeah,
neat.
that's the pledge.
Love it.
Cool.
Big 0 on the pledge.
Lucius the Eternal.
Probably one of the reasons that we like went all in with the Emperor, with the Emperor, the Quiet Emperor, the Silent King, is that like Commander Cha-Cha's getting very little value out of killing him right now. But he hasn't lost anything. He'd get kill more, gain 1.
Yeah, he'll.
Gain 1
Cool.
pact point or pledge point off a
Alright,
command
you know what?
point.
I'm
So
just-
he'll at least be at reroll 1s
Yeah.
for the rest of the game, which is the baseline that you kind of want to be.
Kill all my stuff I shoot. So at least that is the that's the idea, right? We'll see if that actually pages out. Cool. We're gonna hop an infractor unit outside of this transport here.
We are just full sending. Let's go.
The non-wound one.
Big battle time.
Yeah, let's do the regular guys. There.
It's BBT. Big battle time.
Cool. All right. This squad here. Maybe do the other one. Let's see. 'Cause this one, yeah, we do the other rhino. This one's a little bit. I just want to get every single unit into you. If I don't think I can. That the guy. I did. We're missing a guy. There you go. Oh, there's. Oh, I think he's from here. He's from there. Right. Yeah, that's what happened. Dude. Cool. And then let's grab. Guys, this transport 1. There.
Is this Lord Exultant in the middle? Is he by himself or is he?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah. figured he was from the unit.
He's there. All right, yeah. That's why I got.
He does blend perfectly in with the terrain. That's that's very funny.
Oh, that's the plan. All right, yeah, man with a plan here. Man with a plan, and that plan involves actually.
The kind of like
think
off-white
sending
or the like
so
the
much stuff
off
to you.
like pink
So we're
here
going
that
up.
they
I think that Rhino
ended up coloring the
so we're
GW
gonna
models
go-
as
this
is
unit's going to advance.
definitely ends up looking gray
Let
from
me
far
grab
away.
the advanced thing. So let me just put this here so we can mark stuff that has advanced. So Lucius, so far Lucius advanced. This squad's also going to advance. Oh, ooh, just a
Oof.
still a not bad charge there. So we're going to go up right up here. 8 inches. Love that to be a little bit longer, but we'll live with it. Like that there. We're going to, and then we actually are going to help out here.
Oh wow, this really is
Don't
just
know if
full
this is
send.
I'm basically.
We'll have one Lord Exultant and the Cacophonist waiting in
It's
the wings.
really awkward not having all my buffs up. Like I don't have Reels 1s, which makes this a lot sketchier than I want it to be.
Yeah.
I still think it's the correct option. Is just go try to kill the king, tie up a Doomsday Arc, and then
Yeah,
just
I give you too much stuff.
saying that two Wraith squads and one Doomsday Arc does not kill all this.
Hmm.
You're definitely your army is just so awkward for Emperor's Children, just because I have like
Yep.
it's so hard to get the pledge. That's
Yeah.
like that's the main deal, right?
Yeah,
I cannot.
I just need to play it some more. Play it to this more.
I cannot shoot Sonic King because if you roll like a 6 on that,
Yeah,
I'm
it's one of those situations where I wonder if like
Yeah,
some of the other
We're not shooting
detachments
Sonic King,
have
it's not
baked
happening.
in reliability effects,
gonna
and they don't
probably
necessarily
do-
have these like weird bad matchups.
Um,
Coterie of the Conceited has so much power though, so that it's able to power through a lot of these situations anyway. But like things like
shooting
Peerless
into one
Bladesman, even
squad
Mercurial
is-
Host, where you get your charges off a little bit more consistently.
grab some- let's smash
The
that.
Carnival of Excess, where you get the
drop these guys down
critical
here. It's worth
sustained
seeing something
5s
for a squad.
on most of your army from like the very early in the game. You can basically play around a lot of this stuff
Yeah,
without
so-
a problem.
Yeah, so let's just measure that out there. Basically here. Is this worth doing? Because this is just like handing.
Oh, do we have a shot from the Cacophonous squad in the side as well? We do.
I guess it's
Ooh,
not
boy.
so.
Those guys are going to get picked up by Race on the
forcing you
crackback,
to, like-
though. There's no way they live here.
Well, we're putting two Noise Marine squads into this.
And that could trigger a reactive move, but I'm not sure that Commander Chacha's that worried about it right now. It certainly doesn't get that unit out of threat range of a Demon Prince. So the Demon Prince might be able to sort of pin the unit and do a ton of damage to them, because they are about to take it. Like this Blastmaster unit represents an immense amount of damage. There's no reroll once they hit, which is a little bit awkward, but and the Sonic Blasters only wound on 5s, but the Blastmasters themselves are particularly scary. And then these guys advancing up into the middle means that even if the Wraiths do get the reactive move, then they won't be able, or it's unlikely they're going to be able to pull out of line of sight to get hit again.
Do we like literally
It's reactive reposition.
send out?
Allows them to move d6 inches in response to being targeted by an attack.
Because I could send out, I can dismark the other squad and charge you. I don't think so, because I think I have one unit here in reserve. If I shooting you, you can pull this guy back, and then my charge gets.
This is going to be a spicy game, chat. We're going to basically decide the outcome in
Let's say I can,
in like 1.5 battle rounds
a
here.
little bit optimistic, but let's say I do that. Then I'm looking at a that's a 10 on 3d6, so it's not great. I don't think it's worth hopping out. I think I'll hold one. They see in reserve here to threaten what you put out.
Mhm.
Love a proper brawl. Yeah.
This Tormentor squad.
You'd think that these were orc players, you know what I'm saying?
Put
What is this, like orcs versus world eaters?
Sure.
Let's go.
threaten to put meltas and grenades and things. Can't react with everything. Yeah. Is that worth it? I don't think so, because basically if you just hold a reactive move, if I hold this, you are in the charge, shoot this, so their charge doesn't really do anything. I think they're actually going to just back up. So they were right here, inch off the wall.
Mhm.
They're going to back up and make room for this Rhino, who's going to stand right here.
Mhm.
And we're going to hop a Noise Marine unit out of that Rhino. Right? Or it might be better to hop to advance. I might not be able to fit. the big bases. Oh, I think we're fine. Goes here. Is this worth it?
Emperor's Children's so good at this line of play, though.
Yeah,
like
because
the threat overload from Emperor's Children's real. It's kind of it's like a paradigm that Space Marines often like have to go by too. Like they do one big push and then like hope to overload you to the point where they can kind of roll the game out. But Emperor's Children do so with like
which I think is the
just so like their individual units are so much more lethal than Marines. Obviously, they don't have Osa Moment to back up on, and they don't have the good shooting Marines do.
Simple.
But you know, when you're comparing like jump pack intercessors and assault intercessors to units in the Emperor's Children Codex, it's like pretty unfortunate comparison.
So let's do 2 damage first. Yep, 2 damage first. Sonics, no rerolls, unfortunately. Sustained. 4 saves. Sorry, I don't know. 1 save. Break 5. You're T6. Yeah. 1 save.
Yep. AP 1, yeah.
AP 1 and recover.
Where's the short about that one fight phase? Yeah.
2 damage.
I gotta do more of those. People fucking love those. They take a really long time to make. But
Blast
like they take a couple hours to make, but people do fucking love those shorts.
Sustained.
The little rule shorts are much easier, but those ones are a little tougher.
Will be 3 saves, AP2 and recover.
3 Blast Masters going through onto Wraiths. The question is if we see a reactive reposition here.
Maybe 2, yeah.
AP2 and recover, yeah.
Damage?
3.
3, okay, cool. This one first for the dude. Passes. Next one, send dude. Fails. Damage 3. Offense. Nope, he's dead.
As an Orc player, World Eater is your favorite opponents.
And then,
I imagine the feeling's mutual.
He's fine.
Cool.
World Eaters love enemies that just like scrum with them and let them get their fight on death on army wide going.
2 mortal wounds.
I have to play World Eaters tomorrow, chat. I don't know if I'm ready.
Yeah, it's fine.
I have to.
Right.
I have to channel my inner Jack Harpster and like just like deploy my army on the line and still like somehow mind game my opponent into not killing everything.
Here. It's gonna shoot you. It's like that. So all of there. Shoot into your claws with this unit. This unit does not have any reels or buffs, so just gonna try get like 1 more wraith.
Yeah, we're playing Demonkin. I'm playing Commander Chacha actually. In the team event in the Path to Victory teams. I have.
If you want,
I took the Blood Crushers out of the list entirely. I'm playing 0 Blood Crushers, but triple Forge Fiend, triple 8-bound.
Maybe 1 corpse.
Which I feel like should be good.
Oh, okay. Damage 2, do you say? Yeah.
Yes.
It takes a wound.
Oh, great set of field note pains there. That was wild.
Oof, that was a bad blaster shot. Cool. 1 Blastmaster save.
1?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, 1 damage out of an entire Noise Marine squad?
No.
Cool.
You hate to see it, chat. Oh, boy.
Again,
this is not going super well right now.
3.
8-bound slaps so unworldly hard. Dev Twiddling's Lance. Yeah, the dev feels like kind of superfluous at that point, right? Because it's only infantry. It's dev against infantry, right? It's just like, I don't know. I feel like if you're getting full comboed out on the 8-bound, you probably did anyway.
3 Blastmaster saves.
Oh, wow. On the guy that's wounded to start off with.
Yeah, I love Karn. Karn's incredible.
Oh, oops. Puts me. 3 damage. Big wound.
And then 2 more.
To do.
Wraiths! Wraiths! You're so tough.
It's fine. Last one.
Commander Chacha's not rolling particularly well here either. But.
He's dead.
All right.
Eat Philippines. Big
Yep.
Wraith. Chunky Wraith. Cool.
Yep.
I'm so proud. I killed 2 Wraiths, man.
Noise Marine's too strong, chat. We just fired like 600
Alright,
points of
we're
them
going
into a Wraith unit and killed 2.
2
Noise Marines need nerfs. Just 404 ups a day. Yeah, Karn being like 1,000,003 damage attacks is like crazy strong. It's good though.
Or is it better to do 4?
He should be crazy strong. I like his new regen ability too. It's like way better than a
CP
crappy fight on
Sound
death.
King.
Mhm.
2.
Cool.
Cool. And I believe that is all my shooting. We don't want to make you move things, so good charges. We start with Lucius because he's advanced into the Sound King. He's in with an 8, so he's gonna swing up this way here to make sure he's blocking as little as possible for my rest of my guys. 5, kind of swoop like that there. All right, next one we're gonna do. These ones if you're like level 12, that could be awkward because we don't block our princes, so we're gonna do Prince. Prince with 6 wounds first.
Yep.
He with a 9. Cool. He does.
I've always been running him solo, but you can put him in berserkers.
mortals.
Oh, huge hit there! Just clips a minier with the wounded demon prince. That's huge.
Prince.
Now I wonder, we've got to send one of these things into the wraiths,
with a
right?
9. I think. Do we want to like basically? Do we want to fly over you, or are we fine? I think we do. We just want to like push as far as possible into you, right? Like that there. He does his mortals. He's 10 dice for him. He does 3.
I've run Karn Singleton
last
in
Give you him.
Demonkin though, because he's a good delivery system for blood ladders.
Yep.
Is the idea.
And he's gonna do.
But also, like, he's just good. There's like never a situation in which you wouldn't play Karn. I don't think. I think.
Reasonable.
And then the
Jesus.
infractors, they're in as well. with an 8. Cool.
Would you guys mind terribly if I hit delete on the lines, all the lines?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have 3 bits?
And then last
Or-
last charge infractors into the doomsday.
I'll just do that real quick, chat. I'm gonna
I believe that is a fail. I need
clear
a.
these.
I
It's a
think
lot.
I need a 5.
Yeah, you did.
Cool. So we'll spend our last CP to rule that, which is mildly unfortunate, but it's fine.
There we go. That's a much more readable battlefield.
My pledge. I'm so.
Oh boy.
I think it's gonna be.
Silent King's gonna blow up. Oh, could you imagine, chat? Oh
let's go to
no.
You could interrupt the Sound King.
Decide a whole tournament on that roll.
Best target.
We watched that happen to Mark Hurdle at Battle to End Alzheimer's. He straight up just lost to the Silent King blowing up.
Is it Lucius? Or is it? No, it's probably the infractors, right? Yeah, the infractors.
I don't know,
lose.
like
Or print. Yeah, because you get like you basically kill like.
I kill the infractors, maybe kill the lord.
Yeah, so I think we'll take the infractors. That's definitely the one that's most vulnerable to interrupt. Lord's obviously doing best day ever. So
Sharp 3 bits.
here we go.
This is the best
Alright,
day
Chainswords.
ever.
Yep. Chainswords. Wish I had 4 wheels here, but 6 are lethal.
Oh
Okay, never mind.
my
That
god.
was incredible wound roll.
9 wounds from the infractors. What a hit.
Yeah, cannot complain about that.
This is the best day ever.
I'll take 4.
He gets 4 through. Silent King
Imagine if I just-
almost down.
That'd be so.
Just to that activation.
hilarious.
Probably.
Get a bunch of
Uh,
attacks
Lord.
out of the.
One,
well,
unfortunately, real ones.
don't,
I've always done ones. Like, please, be real one to wound.
don't celebrate too early, I guess.
Alright,
4
so
through in the
4
invuln
saves,
save here.
3.
Sure.
Although I imagine Silent King's only
Yeah,
taking
sure.
1 damage from each of these.
Let me show you.
Is he not impedance field?
Oh, I wish you got
but-
plus 1. I wish you got plus 1 damage so much. It'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Second.
It'd be so
Someone's at my
broken.
door.
No worries.
Jesus Christ.
Right, cool.
Wow. All right.
3 damage total.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then here's his little extra attack whip. 1 lethal.
I swear to God.
Real ones.
Right.
Cool.
How
One
many
more
wounds does that
save.
take?
1 AP2 from the whip. He took
Cool.
3 damage from the Lord, so you
I'm
should be
good.
at. Took 3 from the Lord, so.
Yeah, he's level 5.
Right.
Yep.
Would you like to interrupt?
Yes. I would.
Cool.
Where am I going to the prince?
Just interpret the Doomsday arc here. Just like throw everyone off.
2s and 5s is probably not great.
I believe you are bracketed, so it's halves your number. You only have 6 attacks right now.
Yeah, that's true. I'll go and set factors. Let's see what happens. So it's 3s.
Yep.
Oh. 2 lethals. And 2s. 3 and 1s. Yep.
Yep.
6 P3.
So I was on then factors first. Cool. 6s.
Yep. Oh, I don't
cool.
kill
So
them.
it's going to leave the obsession. I guess not the obsession because he's out. He's not next to this guy. So I guess we'll leave. He's also outside. So Icon's also. So just no one special stays.
Yep.
All right. I will go ahead and swing Lucius into you.
Oh, leave it.
Lucius. You are a character and a walker. So he's 4 rerolls times 2, but it doesn't matter.
He's in fact not a walker.
Reroll everything. Lucius, you did good job, guys. 5 at AP3.
Go.
Lucius feels like he hits.
Yeah,
He always
that's
hits
okay.
dramatically above average. I don't know what it
Yeah,
is,
3 days.
but it always feels like he's too strong.
Oh,
No explosion on the
kill
Silent
everything.
King.
Because he's 2d6.
To like straight into the game
Or
here.
2d3.
That would have been so disgusting.
All right.
Yep.
His pylon doesn't really get him anywhere.
You can get up to
neither-
the thingy.
Yeah, so none of you guys can call it piling salt anywhere, which is fine.
Oh, you can get up to the
Because-
objective if you want.
Yeah, which I don't want to because that's your entire army gets +1 hit on the objective.
Oh,
Let's not.
I mean, you're already on it,
yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah, but no one else wants to get onto it. So these are factors here. Also, obviously doing best day ever.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. All right, swing into you. Here's the 22 swings. Cool. 6s are lethal. Wound you on 6s. Real 1s.
how many?
Factors have been doing great. 8
Wow,
at AP1.
That's ridiculous. Corpse.
Ooh,
It's entirely average.
Cool. Here is the Chaos Lord.
great hit.
8 attacks. This is wound you on 4s. Reroll nothing because it once. It's 5 saves.
Strike
AP3.
9.
Strike 7 +1 lance.
Oh, okay, cool. How many? 3, 4,
5.
5.
2 damage.
Shoot.
Cool. And then his little whip.
Yep.
Real 1s. 2 more AP2. 1 damage.
Look at that.
You know what? I will take that turn.
That wasn't even a particularly strong hit from the Lord Exultant there. Most of his 2 damage swung hits got blanked.
I give you.
Still almost killed a Doomsday Arc.
Giving you the
You
cane.
could have seen it go down if he'd spiked out there. Good roll. Silent King's dead. Kill more for Commander Cha-Cha. Although I don't think he's gotten any pledge points from it because he didn't have CP to gain it when Silent
Alright,
King died.
So we're gonna go ahead and so we got Storm off of the center objective, I believe. Yeah, 'cause we're-
It almost makes you wonder if you would prefer to pledge 1 and just eat the mortals if you fail.
No way I can stop you doing that. 1,
Yeah, because you can't you only use that strat if you're on objective, right? Then if I face
3,
one.
4, 5. No, I have a res up with the card.
Oh, the res orb. Oh yeah, cool.
Yes. Can you go back both? I guess
Oh, of course, yeah. The Catacomb Command Barge could trigger a reanimation
I'm
here.
gonna use it now. Let's try and
Hmm.
equal this out.
Hmm.
So D6 goes back. Oh, great. Wonderful.
Cool. So you don't flip the direct side. You get Storm. I will
And
discard
then
Mark.
the extra D3 from the reanimation, because it's adds to reanimation protocols, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Yes.
Let's roll a 3. Oh,
Oh.
cool. Good talk.
So we get Storm hostile. Hold 1 and then kill more because you didn't kill any units last turn.
Nope.
Uh,
That's wonderful.
pass to you.
Yeah, Silent King died instantly. Although
go ahead and kill this turn.
he
Probably Doomsday.
he tried his best. He took an
And
Infractor
he
unit down with
rolled
him,
everything.
and it took 3 Demon Princes, Lucius, and a Lord Exultant to kill him. Well, it didn't take literally all
go
of
ahead
them,
and
but
pledge
that's what killed him eventually.
for-
So It was a huge amount of committal from the Emperor's Children. The question here is whether the Necrons can come back and crack back in. We need to see some good hits from the Doomsday arcs, basically. I believe that there's a universe where this Doomsday arc gets in to shoot.
Let's go ahead and just pledge for 3, because at this point, I'm only getting my pledge on turn 4, so I might as well just go for a larger pledge, because if I don't get it anyway, it's not going to matter that much.
No.
My word was already like, yeah, we'll pledge for 3.
Okay, cool. Can you put 10, please?
Yes.
Reanimations. Get a full guy back. This is mine. So I'm gonna score 8.
I guess you were starting with. Cool.
So we're good. Whee.
Makes sense. That's pretty good.
And balance, easy.
Oh.
And stop. Cool.
That is not as good.
The Wraiths, if he is able to reanimate, thanks to the bonus from the Reanimator, you can get the extra Wraith in, and they have the bonus OC from the Catacomb Command Barge. So he couldn't take the objective at the end of Commander Cha-Cha's turn, but he could take the objective.
I control it. I had it start a turn.
You had it at start.
In his command phase, yeah. So he is going to hold more here. That's why that Catacomb Command Barge is so strong.
That's it. -1 damage on the.
Although somebody did point out, I misspoke in one of my recent videos that I talked about it being an Overlord or being a Noble Bottle, but it's actually not. He's just a dude. the character on top of the CCV is just a regular guy. Look at that regular little man. Yeah, Silent King, he played out pretty aggressively to try to scalpel the Emperor's Children Warlord, but didn't end up getting him. Just 4+ invulnerable save things.
This one's super usable, right?
Let's to do that. How much am I buying? I'm going to kill these guys. Probably not. Back to I'm not going to kill them. I'll do that. Do one of these idiots. This. These aren't going anywhere.
So is that enough damage, we think, chat? It does feel like I think that the Necrons are going to have a problem killing the Demon Princes from here on out. The Wraiths can kill the Noise Marines. That's not a big deal. But like the real damage from this army is really just the 2 Doomsday Arcs. There's very little in reserve besides like utility friends for Necrons. So without the 6 damage Menhir shots, the Demon Princes are a little bit like playing in the Sprinkler. I think right now, if we can get the Wraiths in and clean up... like Lucius is a problem too, but you could maybe kill him with like mass particle caster shots or something. If the Wraiths could peel in and we could clean up the Infractors, we could knock 2 Demon Princes with the Doomsday Arcs, and then like eat a Noise Marine squad or 2. I think that Necrons might be in a position to like roll this game out. There is still another Exultant unit inside the Central Rhino. And the thing to keep in mind, too, is that, like, you know, once the pledge points start adding up the random utility units that Emperor's Children have are going to do some work as well.
No, I don't.
Silent King's ignore mods would have been big. Yeah, does he have a damage mod ignoring version?
After just got to that and shoot it, I don't need to advance. All this come over here.
Yeah, all characteristic modifiers, yeah.
Good.
Losing that is a big deal. I didn't realize he had the good version of that. That's great.
Do this print. Hope to kill it.
Also gets around Armor of Contempt too. Yeah, like giving him up might have been too aggressive for sure. But It's 4 conversions or like 3 conversions and 1 off of the sub guns on the Doomsday arcs to kill a Demon Prince. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible, right? I guess the problem is if they spike devastating damage, which is what you really want, then Isaac or Commander Cha-Cha just hits the button for a 4+ feel no pain and calls it a day. So,
Too risky.
I guess they're not devastating. Only one of them is devastating right now, so this is what it is. Ignore mods into Deathwing Knights and just one tap them. This definitely does feel like the correct course of action for Emperor's Children. I do think it was an awkward awkward position for Necrons to put them in this situation where the Emperor's Children couldn't accrue pledge tokens, couldn't accrue kills for Purge the Foe, and was just staring down the barrel of giving the Necrons an 8-point primary every turn. I do feel like in that position, it does feel like it's the Necron's game to lose, and I think in giving up a big unit like the Silent King there is probably not the greatest play of all time. So I would be a little worried about a Overwatch here. The Blastmaster, the Unholy Fortune Cacophonist's Overwatch is pretty scary because he's going to automatically generate 2 hits out of it. Necron list is so hard to beat on Purge, yeah. Yeah, I would say like Necrons in general are pretty good at it. Does he guys advance?
Should I build the brawler inside to you?
Yep, I think so. Take that line. It goes there. You're good.
Be aware of Lucius now. What the fuck do I do about Lucius? Probably nothing. Alright then. Shoot Lucius with the dude. Almost balanced the balance of the boss already. What I need to do with both of these is just blast Lucius in the face with both of those. Build 2 princes, your Warlord and Lucius. Hope I can charge these guys and kill them. Now you make 4. And then that's most of your damage gone. Could probably get better rerolls here, actually.
Do
You think they'll change Purge in the new mission pack chat?
To go out there without advancing, because he's like right behind this wall.
It seems like it's so
He has to go around the wall, right?
controversial. I don't know.
Cool,
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I could have just actually sat in here and it'd cover the thing. I was trying to actually get both. Can get both. Kind of. We'll see what happens.
8th edition is dead. Yeah, the problem is that like
I'll take it both.
the thing about it is that it's not even 8th edition ITC because it doesn't have a hold 2 clause. So it's like half of the actual scoring criteria that old ITC had. Which used to mean that like
not exactly
like you could give up more on kills, but you would keep your opponent down on hold 2. And so there was a reason to like play aggro, and there's no reason to play aggro in this version, which I think was a mistake. They wanted to reinvent ITC but simplify it, and in simplifying it, they actually removed a really important part. So
Cool.
I think that you could go back to like ITC
Alright,
scoring, and I think it would be
let's just
beneficial to the game. I don't know. I'm biased though, for sure. But you know, you'd have to do it correctly. Is Twitch Turbo new? If you're a sub, you shouldn't get ads. I don't know anything about Twitch Turbo. Yeah, you are, I believe, a sub.
I could tell what the purple line is. Like,
He is a lone op, so
yeah, no, I'm trying to find the purple line for the imprint.
I don't know how to tell.
yeah, you're good there.
You have a Prime Gaming tag,
Wanna get all
but I don't know if that.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold
Everything.
on. Wait. All right. So on my end in my my dashboard, you had the sub you had the sub tag up until you posted about the Awakened Dynasty characters spam list, and then it went away. Did your sub just expire just now? Hey, Grizzly420, thank you for gifting the sub to Monkey House Live. Straighter, nice to see you. How's it going?
I will be out.
What do we think is the best way to get back in? Play a couple games with if you like really need a revamp on the mechanics. Play a couple games with Combat Patrol,
Yeah,
and then like sort of jump in from there.
any-
If you remember the core stuff, the objectives, or the missions shouldn't be
Oh, actually, no.
too surprising to you. A lot of the mechanics from 9th edition and previous have carried over. So the biggest changes are list composition and stuff like that, which is, it's not so much on the table.
Yeah, missing 2 damage.
Old ITC was great, yeah. The secondaries were, I think, the weakest part of old ITC, but the primary scoring was really, really, really good. You did run into situations where some armies had to focus on specific unit types, which meant that they got artificially depressed. Knights were just really trash for a while because you would just choose bring it down, no prisoners as your two of your secondaries every time and just ace them. But if you didn't have to rely on particular unit types, it was really good. Space Marines were great at it because they could just bring a bunch of little idiots and then run around.
D6+1.
So that it wasn't perfect. There were some issues for sure, but the primary scoring I think was far superior to what we have right now.
So that could be combat.
I would say that the tactical
doesn't matter
secondary
if
deck
you're
is way
not-
cooler
Oh, yeah,
though.
my son's anyway, yeah.
Threes.
All-
There you
and
go.
then 2s. 4 wounds. AP fall.
Cool. Alright, so 4 ups on this prince.
Yep.
That is a dead prince, no matter which way you slice it. Yeah, so he's dead. Does he explode? He does explode.
You resubbed earlier.
So
Oh yeah, I saw the resub earlier.
it's my Noise Marines, my Rhino.
I don't know.
Prince.
I don't know what's up, chat.
That's actually really annoying, yeah.
Maybe refresh or something.
And the
oof.
fractals used it, that's all.
Rhino.
10th from its early release. Secondaries
One.
seem new. So the
Take one. Okay.
secondaries
Fractal.
are the
Two.
system is the same as Leviathan, which was when 10th
Middle.
released, but
Two.
it's
To the
been
side.
it's been
One.
kind of
One. Delicious.
reined in a little bit. So if you played an early 10th,
Six.
you probably will not notice the differences. It's mostly minor balance stuff and obviously meta shifts and things.
Prince is dead.
He gone.
And then 20 shots to Lucius from the Logans.
Hey, JM, there's a subscription.
Sick.
We got a hype train going, by the way, chat. Choo choo. we back.
Very
Yeah,
well.
there's
I
that
accident-
little star next to your name.
I accidentally rerolled
Okay.
the one.
Very nice. Level 1 hype train, folks.
I mean, we can
So
rewind, right?
your last roll. No,
Get
no,
those
no,
biddies
no, no,
in if we
it's
want to
easier.
pump it
So
up.
You had 4 lethals.
Yep.
And then 6 normal hits.
Okay, cool. And then
So,
fast wound.
fives,
Right?
I'm
Oh,
5.
5s. Okay, cool.
Picking secondaries at the beginning. Yeah, that was probably late 9th edition. There is still a step in which you pick secondaries,
Yeah.
but it is like
Yeah.
statistically far superior
1
to
damage.
pick tactical secondaries, which is the card draw system,
Cool.
than it is to pick fixed secondaries. So you basically
so gotta go to
you have a,
Wizards as
a system like you had in 9th edition where you can pick 2 secondaries out of a set list, or you can just draw randomly from a deck, and the random draws tend to
we
be
don't
superior because your opponent can't necessarily
avoid.
play around all of them at all times.
4 up. We're good.
So your average score tends to be higher.
You're lockable.
You can also discard secondaries at the end of your turn to gain command points. And you
Success.
can.
Lock.
AP
Lock boy
2.
vibing.
There's a stratagem to draw new cards if
0.
you don't like the ones that you have
Oh,
already.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Lucius, you're a king, Lucius. Let's
I was
go.
like, Lucius is gonna die. This is gonna be fine. No, it's not. Lucius is fine. I'm gonna put.
So we're 1 out of the, I think, 2 requisite demon
5
princes
breaks.
down. Lord Exultant's lost
I'm gonna
his
do this
attachment,
Doomsday
which is
on
big
first.
because he'll lose his rerolls to wound.
Demon Prince.
He's also already used his special ability, so he's not. He's
Plus 1.
he's looking pretty good right now.
Come on, dude. Yeah, I think I have to reroll that because it's so bad. Yeah, we gotta do that. Real bad, man.
All right.
okay,
Which
that's
prince is targeting? Sorry.
This one.
So this is for this one. Cool.
Yeah, the one I can see. Because I can't see the one other thing. Because of the thing in the wall. So, 4 points. Hit on 2s because you're on objective.
Yep.
I'll hit 2s.
Oh,
Rolling 1
lucky
from
duck.
the boat. 4 saves.
Pretty good conversion. I will. Yep. So there's 4 ups here.
Yeah.
I'll
sure.
take that. So I'll take 3. You have nothing else that really threatens me.
And then I have 10 little. Nope. I
Yeah.
do-
So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
take
reroll
one.
that save. I'll just take the 3.
Well, I've like 10 little shots. Oof. 3, 2, sorry. Real 1. 1 lethal. 6s.
Yeah.
Real 1. Nothing. Just 1.
Good.
Ugh. I was expecting to at least put some damage on that prince. Um.
well, we did.
3, 12,
In fairness,
15,
he is halfway dead.
should be on maximums. 15 into
Did they change how terrain works?
Nice.
They did. Yeah, sort of in a very minor way. So,
Yeah.
instead of
Freeze.
terrain being assigned
Someone?
keywords, they basically just baked it into the terrain types. So, for example,
As-
ruins are always obscuring for and provide light cover.
Oh, okay.
The biggest
Fine.
change is that units that are
Uh,
partially inside terrain features can't
so
see
one
out of it,
wound,
but can be seen.
also,
But so like in 9th edition, where if you're on the other side of a terrain
I could
feature
4 up against 1 damage
from a
so
unit,
So I'll take the 1 normal down.
you
Cool.
the terrain feature will block line of sight, so
these
the
rates over
the
here
noise marines
block.
over here
They're
cannot
gonna
see, for example, this
the
Doomsday Arc
noise
because
marine.
there's a ruin in the way. If the Doomsday Arc was partially within the terrain, so like where this Technomancer is,
He's not.
the line of sight would be drawn, or how like some of these wraiths are.
yeah,
The line of sight would
I
be
think
drawn
you-
normally to them, so you draw a true line of sight. However, they can't draw line of sight through the ruin by themselves.
4, 5.
So
Well,
Yep.
that's the one change. You don't. It's not that you touch
so
terrain to
15?
see through it. Now you have to be wholly inside it, but people can still see you more easily. But you still need true line of sight if you're targeting somebody within terrain. And terrain partially blocking line of sight to you now also provides cover in addition to you being inside it. So if, for example, you attack a unit,
5, right?
but
Yeah, so-
their models are behind the footprint of a ruin or behind the wall, then they'll get cover even if they're not wholly inside the terrain. Those are the only big changes. When you're playing competitively, though, essentially all terrain are ruins. They've basically removed all other terrain types. and they just now like
Yeah, I'm gonna kill this demon prince.
kind of like
no,
theme them a little differently. It's I don't know. It is what it is. It's a little bit weird.
The barge is gonna shoot the prince that's wounded. Shot. Pew, pew, pew. Freeze. Oh,
You can get line of sight if you're wholly within. Yeah, as long as you can get true line of sight. Yeah,
leaf on, please.
being wholly within terrain now.
I should definitely have cover from this guy here.
Essentially.
Yeah. We're good.
Oh, good talk.
Is the same as touching terrain to see through it in 9th edition.
Can't do anything about that.
I think it's all you're shooting.
Yeah, can't do anything about that. I'm gonna charge the.
So we only got 1 demon prince instead of 2, or
I'm gonna
1.6
watch you
demon
here.
princes.
Yeah, it's kept.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna Overwatch you here. Do I want to? I guess let's think. Do I want to Overwatch? Yes. I don't hate that. I think the Overwatch here, just like taking a few guys out of this race squad, is probably worth it. So yeah, I'll spend the CP for that. So I guess here's the 1 damage, 2 damage shots. So it's gonna be -3, so 9. Plus character, so 15. Now rerolls, just 6s, sustain.
You picked up 2 5s.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
1 save.
Don't know why it did that. What is it doing? Why is it generating like an extra dice? Okay, I failed. Cool.
Windows don't seem to be a thing.
Blastmasters. Flip it to a 6.
Yeah, that's because
Blastmasters.
if like these terrain features have a couple windows, and you usually see them on like top levels or whatever. It's basically the same as in 9th. The problem is that with windows and terrain features, as soon as you go into the terrain feature, if for example this wall had windows, everyone in the universe would be able to shoot these guys or this model. But if the terrain doesn't have windows, then it can block terrain line of sight. So that's why you typically don't see windows, at least on the bottom floor of terrain features.
So go ahead.
Strategy.
The gyms, they are too big to ever see through the terrain fees. Yeah, because of where the walls are. If that's not the case for all terrain features, though. Like I believe that it can be wholly on this one. The other thing too is that it can cross over. So, for example, like if the nose of the Doomsday Arc was here, but its nose pointed out here, that's where you would be drawing line of sight from. So it doesn't have to be wholly in; it just has to cross over. And what you'll notice is that a lot of the terrain ends up being designed with that in mind.
You can't even get there. What?
You'll see in the so Games Workshop has official terrain layouts now, which is good. And you'll see a lot of them have like kitty corner ruins that are designed so that models can stick through and get partial line of sight. Does the floor of the terrain also block line of sight if you're not within it at all? Yeah, so if neither you nor the attacker are touching the terrain, it's like an infinitely tall, opaque thing that blocks line of sight, just like last 9th edition. I've got a couple videos on it, chat. Just like if you want to take a quick refresher. Let me grab a link.
It can't be like out of coherence. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I released one a couple weeks ago. That's mostly up to date.
Feels really bad.
I would never heroic the Demon Prince. No.
Cool. Let's just bash some dudes then, I guess.
Cool. Also,
Here you go, chat.
CP on the AOC.
Of course. Nope, no mind. I did something stupid as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole series of rules videos. Some of them are they've changed their core rules like so many times. Some of them are a little old, but all the core mechanics should largely be up to date. It's on my there's a playlist on my YouTube channel.
Rules don't matter at this point. Oh, for God's sake! I keep doing it again.
It's fine. You can just grab the dice on the top, like that. That's the rules.
Like, I've not even. Like, why has he done that as well?
It's because
Like,
if you
I didn't
select
even-
them and if you put them, you were selected them and put them in the box, so it rolls them.
Ugh, this is no bin as well. I'm starting to get like really tilted by this. Threes. Yep, there we go. 7. AP 1. AP 7.
Cool. Blastmaster's last, obviously.
of course.
Uh,
Kill 4 guys.
yeah.
Cool.
So leaves 1 Blastmaster and the character.
Cool. So I get an extra 4 for killing a thing.
Yes, you've killed a total of 2 units so far. The fact that as well.
Oh, yay! I killed a thing.
So Purge. We'll see if you get kill more or not.
So I'm getting. I'm not going to get kill them all at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting 5.
Alright, let's do my swing back with the fractors into your Doomsday Arc.
Yep.
They're still at full, so here's the dudes. And they wound you on 6s, real 1s. 4 AP1.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Here's the spear.
Is this Doomsday Arc going to get killed by a non-charging Lord Exultant? No, not today.
Nothing.
No wounds.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Okay. And then here's the spear. Here's whip. Now. Sorry, we don't. No real one's wound. Where is it? One's wound. One save if you want.
Save. Nope. Fill it.
Jeez.
Cool.
This Doomsday Arc is just,
Coolio.
he's ready to go to sleep.
Well, yeah, that's my scoring done.
Cool.
Off you chop, sir.
All right.
I'm gonna hold one.
So ended up not
Hold
pushing for the second Noise Marine squad. I don't think that this was so. Got 1 Noise Marine squad, got 1 Demon Prince. I don't think that that was enough of a crackback.
Defense.
I think
Cole.
I'm curious, and I guess part of it's that Commander Cha-Cha was holding up, could be holding up a
24.
Plus the zeros.
a heroic intervention from this wounded Demon Prince. So Bird Person didn't want to push in. If that Demon Prince charges, though, it's not the end of the world. He doesn't do that many mortal wounds because he's really low. And then you get an attack into him, and each one of those wounds is pretty valuable now. Obviously, the race aren't very good at attacking him, but we could knock him down. Being able to clear this Noise Marine squad, so it's a lot of damage that we're presenting here.
27.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I remembered it was kind of weird. I remember it was
Yeah, it's
just
very
straight
odd.
hit it. Yeah, so that's
It's
cool.
Um,
So we should get defense. If we get Cole, we get Cole. Probably not getting it.
This Demon Prince needs a power up.
Yeah. Is it worth redrawing Cole? Basically, I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
I do want to. Let's think.
Call the Horde isn't too bad here. I guess it's questionable that Commander Cha-Cha kills the Wraiths, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. Especially because he actually likely can
really
clip the
I'll talk on the
Technomancer
Prince.
here
Yep.
if this Demon Prince goes around the corner and gets a big enough advance to land here. He could charge into the
So that's one of
Technomancer.
my manage, so they can fall back and shoot now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's get fall back. So let's start with this. Let's get a token for.
So I mean, one of the Demon Princes is super low, right? So he's not doing many mortal wounds anymore. So although we did see a 6-wound Demon Prince do 5, so who knows? But yeah, this is the part of Emperor's Children where they go kind of nuts. Is when they overextend into you and they connect with your whole army, and then they lose a bunch of stuff, but the remainder of it gets to your back line, and that's where things start to get really spooky. I imagine we'll probably see a free Overwatch from Hexmark Destroyer here. If we can clip a couple of Infractors, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to start getting a little spicy right now. Yeah, only middle has Cryptothralls, correct. So he's got to go in on that one. This one's not eligible for call. It's not big enough. And I guess like sort of awkwardly, there is a Lord Exultant still here, which is representing a lot of damage, and we have reroll ones
Yeah,
online. No, we don't. Commander Chacha has no pledges available. Actually, no pledges complete. Just kidding. Yeah, everything's tough. I don't know. Oh, his Warlord's dead, so he can't pledge anymore anyway. Yeah. Well, we're just vibing. It's fine. Everything's fine. He did pledge for 3, though, so he does have a pledge for 3 on the table. Unlikely he gets any more pledge abilities active, though. So it's going to be kind of a low pledge game. Question is, can Emperor's Children win without a detachment ability, I guess? The answer is probably yes. Although it's not like the detachment ability didn't change how the game's going to be conducted, because obviously I think it did incentivize this really defensive early play from the Necrons. Who needs pledges? Yeah, certainly not the army that is falling back guys in their opponent's deployment zone. 18-inch advance. Man, the Demon Princes are so fast, dude.
Great here.
I love these guys. Demons win without an army roll?
Cool.
But that's an army roll. Detachment rolls is more impressive to win without.
Interesting. Let's do these guys here. This is your Lucius is gonna walk forward 8.
I think I might overwatch Lucius if I like.
Cool. Go ahead.
I might. So the hem of the brain.
He is blown up, so.
Yeah.
Here, actually, while you decide you watch, I'm gonna actually run to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be back.
Could continue with Lucius actually. That's fine.
Cool.
We can go.
We can pause real quick while they're taking a short break here. Still pledge through strats. Yeah, up to 1, but it shouldn't matter because he doesn't have enough. I guess, yeah, I guess he could do it multiple times per round. So if he, kills 4 things and has 4 available CP over, 4 different phases, he could pump the pledge to get his final ability off or to get multiple abilities off. But he's probably going to get cut because he has 3 on the pledge currently. So going from 3 to 5 or 7 from there is really awkward over the course of multiple phases in a single battle round. So it's weird. He can still pledge, but it probably won't matter is the answer. Harlequin detachment roll might as well be non-existent. But that's you could pile in through models, right, or whatever. it's pretty dumb. Harlequin's paying for the sins of the past. Just play them in Reaper's Wager. It's fine. That detachment rules. Chad, I have to grab one of my old 9th edition videos for a video I'm working on. This one was sponsored by Purple War. What a time to be alive. Man, maybe gets to 5. Yeah. Yeah, if he gets 4 this turn and then up pledges next turn, but it's battle round 3 already, he wouldn't unlock until battle round 4, so it wouldn't matter. It literally doesn't matter, I think, whether or not he up pledges later, because we'd only benefit from the rerolls next round anyway. I guess he could go to 4 this turn and then go to 5 in round 4. And then would get sustained lethal for end of 5, which I guess would be okay. That might end up happening. But 2 CP is a pretty dear right now, so it'll be an interesting question whether or not he gets there. So, big questions here for whether Lucius gets a big charge right now. If he can get in and spike out the Technomancer on the Wraith unit, that's going to be a big deal because he gets full rerolls into that unit because they have an attached character. And then once he's completed his activation, they lose their Feel No Pain for when all these other guys start punching them, which is pretty relevant. So it's likely that the Doomsday Arcs are sort of an awkward profile into the Noise Marines too, because Noise Marines are actually really good at chipping damage onto them with the Sonic Blasters. Noise Marines really don't want to see high armor saves and or toughness 10 or higher, or 11 or higher. I guess 10 or higher realistically. But the The problem is that the Doomsday Arcs only come in at T9, so they're actually really susceptible to that, like mass strength 5 shooting.
Do that there.
Yep.
This there. Cool.
Yep.
I will disembark this unit from the Rhino. Oh, sorry there. Take one. Which way are they going? Basically, the question we're asking ourselves here: are we killing this Wraith unit in the middle? The answer is maybe yes, no. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. Kind of sketchy either way. This unit here can also fall back and shoot. Probably just Coffinus obviously does not do anything. This here. Blastmaster downrange there. Not quite in range. Do I have to Desperate Escape? I might have to Desperate Escape over you to actually get. Might be worth it. What do you? I guess if I roll 1, it just gives you another Purge kill, which is kind of not great. Well, I'm set up to kill quite a few things here anyway.
I don't know if worrying about kill more in a turn where you only lost like
what the Prince doing?
one thing is the end of the world. I think you're probably okay to kill more than
that.
2 things.
What the Prince doing? You do that. I guess let's see what we roll this Prince's advance. I think that's probably determined. That's gonna be a 16. Sorry, 18.
Before you move him, I'm going to overwatch him with the Doomsday Arc.
Yep.
D6 plus 1. Oh, good talk. And then 20 more.
Are you with Rapfire? You're not Rapfire.
Nope, 10. 2. AP
Cool.
nothing.
Hey, take an iron wound.
I was hoping I'd at least catch him with 1 and you fairly save. And for him to like just straight up die.
18.
Ugh.
Gets me over here.
Demon Prince on 1. Here's where he's gonna go into a DDA and it's gonna explode and then kill him on the explosion.
Cool. Then you have a Doomsday Arc to kill and get to shoot the Doomsday Prince.
I believe.
Technomancer with precision. I think we're just not. That puts you at 0 CP now.
Yeah.
Makes this a lot.
There wasn't really anything I could do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do it, like...
That does make this a lot less sketchy. We're gonna charge this unit in here, so they're not going to advance because DM Prince already advanced. You don't want to mess that up. Cool. Yeah. Here. Cool.
This is Pry Nexus chat. Yeah, it's this is a pod finals for an event that started a couple weeks ago, so we are still in existing rules. I don't believe that we have the new tournament companion, so I don't think we are aware of what the mission combinations will be with the new missions.
He can go finish it off if we need to. This Rhino is...
I'd be interested to play some of the new thing. I wish I had more time to like play games with all of the new stuff that just came out. Unfortunately, I do have to hop off after this, but
maybe they get something.
Maybe on Sunday we can get some games in or something.
8.
One of my thoughts on Challenger cards. I like the idea. I haven't had a chance to read what they actually do yet, but I like the concept. I think it's a much more stronger mechanic than like secret missions. I think secret missions were kind of a nightmare. But I really like the idea of the Challenger cards.
Cool. Rhinos just be chilling, I think, waiting for me to pull containment or cleanse or whatever. This Rhino back here can advance. Cool, he's going 13, so he's just gonna start pushing forward so he can do action stuff next turn.
How do you join? Hit up my Discord, !Discord in chat.
Your top fire.
We haven't launched a couple in a little while just because I've been busy traveling for event coverage, but there are join a pod channels in the Discord. You just go, hey!
Off the wall, just to make it as hard as possible to steal it.
Bella.
Like, try to steal it to me if you have enough race left.
Ayo, Bakitsune. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that.
This survives.
But yeah, if you join the any of the join a pod channels, you can jump in to those. There will not be
Desperate Escape,
any pods until next week for sure. I usually launch pods on Tuesday or Wednesday, and last week I don't know. Basically, I've been either traveling or working like 12 hours a day between last Monday and like yesterday. So it's been a lot.
So this guy's gonna fall back over the wall.
There were no hours in the day.
A little bit of shooting over the wall, I guess. Okay.
Call you Bella? All right, you got it. You got it, Bella. Thank you for the sub, Bella.
Let's go to shooting. So only one mark things advanced.
Welcome into the channel.
Advanced.
Hope you're having a good one.
I believe that's it for advances.
Building swooping hawks right now. GW nailed them.
Yeah, because
nailed swooping hawks. Really, of all units, swooping hawks
and then
is the one that got hit.
They fell back.
Why?
They fell back. All right, cool. So let's go to.
I'm gonna choose not to believe all of the doom and gloom you guys are putting in chat about the new data slate update.
Let's go start off with.
I'll read it tomorrow or Sunday or one day or whenever it drops with an open mind.
Gonna go ahead and shoot the hex mark.
It'll be fine. I hope it's tomorrow. Tomorrow would be sweet, actually.
One save.
AP?
One.
Nope.
2 damage.
Damage? 2.
Yeah.
Oh, nailed them like they're really cool. Like they did a good job. Yeah, I think that's fair. The Eldar update was. It's definitely like it's not a reimagining of the faction, which I kind of feel like they need, but I don't know. But it definitely takes the models from the 90s and like
kill it. I don't feel about it.
Revises them in a way that makes a ton of sense.
It hits. Doesn't wound. I am gonna overcharge the plasma just because it's kind of fun.
Watch video on the Space Wolf Dreadnought army. Oh hell yeah! The new Space Wolf Codex, I think. I don't know if it's necessarily a better version of that army, but it certainly has a similar sort of incarnation of the all Dreadnought list.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be probably equally as strong.
Let's shoot here.
Bjorn and Murderfang got significantly depowered, but you can just take more of the other things. And like Venerable Dreadnoughts are great. Wolfen Dreadnoughts are phenomenal.
Blastmaster.
I think some of their Space Wolf utility stuff is really good. So I'm certainly going to play Space Wolves for a bit because I think the Dreadnought list is really cool. I like my robots.
Blastmasters into the Wraith, and then
especially if they nuke Ultramarines, that'd be sweet.
Sonics are gonna go into the Doomsday arc. Yeah, your pick just collapses Doomsday arc. It's kind of cute. So, all right. So here's the Sonics into the Doomsday arc.
Yeah, this should cut the Doomsday arc here. Oh, well, maybe not with that wound roll. Jesus.
Two. Okay, so that's a comfortable. I expect the Lord's ultimate probably do 2 damage. That's a comfortable amount.
Yeah, I think the Exalt kills it on his own. Even at
he doesn't have rerolls to wound anymore. That was basically the. So
yeah,
and
still plus them though.
Yeah. Go Blastmasters. It's a race. I'll take 3 saves.
3 saves. Oh yeah, sorry. Forms. Yeah, probably on some dudes out here.
Yeah, Dreadnoughts are sweet. I think there's a bunch of factions who can do it. Space Wolves are obviously the best though, because they have the best little Dreadnoughts, so you can spam them more easily. But like Mass Primaris Dreadnoughts is like an archetype. Dark Angels used to do that like a lot. It's not quite as good now, but you could still probably run like 4 or 5 Dreadnoughts and be pretty competitive in Gladius Task Force.
Here. is going to shoot into the race as well.
Like Ultramarines could do it too currently, although who knows
yeah.
what the rules are going to be next week or whatever.
Here's 2 damage.
Yeah, Bjorn seems like a lot more.
Rules.
I don't know.
3 saves.
He was like kind of an insane character in the index, but he does seem really good now too.
Yep.
Just generating command points is great.
The wound to do it always fast. So he takes a wound. Damage 2, did you say?
Yep.
Wee. Nice that.
Here's cool. And here's the Blastmasters. 3 saves
Right.
again.
Yeah. Forps.
3 damage each. Kills 1.
Do you get 1 guy's on 1 wound?
One guess. Yep. On this wound. Alright. Let's chill. This infractor unit is going to shoot you with their bolt pistols, not recharge plasma.
Not
Here's-
overcharged, yeah.
Yeah. Here's bolts.
Okay,
1 save. Equals 0.
We're good.
Plasma.
Yep.
And the bolt pistol has on 2s. I think they're fract. He just has a bolt pistol, right? On Dalton. If he goes out, yeah. Hits. Doesn't wound. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's go ahead and do the Blastmaster here.
Yep.
He's gonna go ahead and shoot downrange at the race over here, I think.
Yep.
That's one I think that makes it interesting. Here's the swings for shots for him. Flip that to a 6. That's gonna be 4 hits.
They fell back, right?
This one over here. He fell back. And they're targeting a different unit.
Was the Wraith unit not shot by the other Noise Marines?
Fallback is just the. It only affects you to advance. The fallback is just that you can't target the unit you fell back from. I'm not. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's. Okay, no, right, you're right. Sorry, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, this can't target that one. I misordered that. Cool. So I'll just say what is the only thing to shoot.
Get the unit in front of you.
Yeah, it doesn't care whether or not you
Yeah,
fall back or
I'll just
advance.
do
The
that.
restrictions are the same either way
So 3 saves.
for the Thrill Seeker's
thing.
detachment ability.
I can actually shoot.
Three.
3 damage. Yep. Cool. And then here's the Mortal Wounds, the Cacophonist ability. 1 wound, and you need a Battle Shock test for what it's worth.
It's fun.
Wow, he's so brave. And then I think that's it for shooting. I'm not like random forgetting a big shooting unit. Yeah, it's like random if I want to shoot random somewhere, but it's a waste of time.
That was at the Doomsday arc, right?
Yeah.
So the Cacophonous ability doesn't proc.
Oh wait, does he have to?
But why is
does he
it
have to
not?
see it?
Because you choose infantry units to deal mortal wounds to.
I don't know. I didn't realize that. I just never shoot them at vehicles really with the Cacophonous. It's all like just shooting. Okay, never mind. Good.
All right.
If you're shooting. Let's go to charges now.
There was a Goonhammer article that like
Let's
accused all
see
Emperor's
here.
Children
Where are we
players of
starting first?
misplaying their abilities.
Um,
Or a Meta Monday or something. It was an article I read. And it was I chuckled a little bit, but then unfortunately it's an army that's really easy to
All right,
mess up
yeah,
with all of
yeah,
their
cool. Let's
like
go to
their weird
let's go
idiosyncratic
simple.
restrictions and all their
Lord
abilities.
Dalton over here. He fails. Ooh, that's a little bit awkward.
We are on TTS chat. Yep.
Nice.
Exclamation point how to play if you're interested. I have a new player tutorial playlist on my YouTube channel. Ooh, do we snake eyes a charge roll there? That sucks. If you are interested in getting into the game, if you want a place to play, exclamation point Discord, you can come hang out with me over on my Discord.
It's like the third.
We run free events. This is the finals of an event called a pod, which is a 4-round tournament that I run for free on my channel. But we'll be watching next week the grand finals of a 5-round, or excuse me, a 7-round grand tournament. But we also run new player events periodically. We just finished one this week, actually.
Go over here. All right, infractors here are just going to charge the death marks. God damn it!
You're not
That is a second free.
kind of funny.
That is
Have I heard the Behareth interaction with the Seer
love it.
Council, or they let you? He lets you 6-inch deep strike, like out of Truth Unveiled or whatever the name of their redeployment strat is.
Feeling that for feeling.
Wife got you a bunch of physical kits, but you don't know how to play and want to learn. Yeah, come hang out in our Discord. We have a new player section. We actually have a mentor channel, so if you're interested in if you have questions that you want answers to, we have some members of the community are there to answer questions and stuff. Occasionally, they do like
so bad, so bad.
learning games and stuff. But you can also just find people to play with or to learn with on the Discord.
How are we changing this? He goes there.
Highly recommend you come in and ask whatever questions you want. But TTS is a good way to like get a feel for the game before you get into it in the physical game.
Wow.
He just makes it.
Wow. Is he?
If gets 0.9. I'd off face you at the engage range.
Sure.
If I had failed that charge, I would be so mad. All right. Understand. All right. Hex.
This has been a crazy set of rolls here.
Yeah, do you press the hex mark?
You can 6-inch deep strike and drop mortal wounds and then redeploy. Oh, that's neat.
4 charges in a row where I've rolled like a 3. What are the odds on that? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you don't. He's got 9 wounds, I believe, right? 9.
Yeah, I don't know why you would roll that it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, cool. Yep.
Cool. Got that at least.
Oh.
God damn. All right. Good damn.
Is it because it's movement phase, right? The strat is movement phase, and so nothing says you can't use it in redeployment step.
At least, but basically,
that was a thing. That was a question we had from the very beginning that I don't know if it ever got answered. But in the very beginning of the game, or the very beginning of the edition, there was nothing that allowed like drop pods to disembark their occupants or whatever. Because you would come in the redeployment step, but nothing said that you could disembark in the redeployment step. It was weird. It feels like the same interaction, and I don't think it's ever been ruled on. So, I imagine that's how it works. If it just is movement phase, then you can use it whenever.
So annoying. All right, and then Prince.
So I think it's intended. I don't know if that's what the text on the card says. It's all I care about. Like to be honest, chat. You know me.
Right.
I'm a rules as written absolutist.
He's going to do his impact. He's only at 3 wounds.
If they wrote it that way, that was the intent.
Okay.
Unless it's very clear otherwise.
Whew, could have been better.
I don't think also that it's like the biggest deal ever, right? Like getting a grenade strat that you can like then pull out of range of for a CP is like, all right, that's neat, I guess.
As well.
I don't know.
They just walked, right?
We're not like breaking the whole game wide open because Behareth did some mortal wounds and then ran away.
That means that's engage range with you and can't like be shot by you. But just make I rolled 8. Yeah.
So this round of charges it might actually keep Necrons in the game here for a sec.
Makes it.
Commander Cha rolled spectacularly bad and actually might not kill this Doomsday Arc now. Or I guess he will because he did get the Lord Exalted in with the reroll.
This one's gonna do best ever.
But flubbing
best ever.
With basically the rest of his team is not great.
This one over here, yeah?
Yeah. Into the Doomsday.
He used this thing. You used it.
Well, he's not doing best day ever, but he's just swinging.
Oh, okay. He's going into the. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, confused me a little bit there.
Changing to Seer Council now.
All right, 3 saves.
3. Yes.
No interaction. Well, they can like.
Cool. Fun.
Yeah. So the Demon Prince made it. I think he killed the Texmark Destroyer on the charge. So I believe that he made it. The Lord Exultant over here failed
Killing
though.
him was the important bit. So go over there.
And Lucius made it exactly. He almost failed.
He's not closer to you, so he's just gonna pile it down here. He'll swing into the death marks. What's better statistically here? I think it's a strike actually, just because the AP. I don't have any reels up, so 2 strikes. So I'll kill you. It's 3 dead.
I'm toughest 5.
Oh, you're RT5, yeah. So kills 2.
String. What AP is it? 3.
AP3, yeah.
6 ups.
Seer Council is really cool. It would be interesting if Seer Council ended out as like the best detachment.
We're doing good. Demon Priest here is going to.
You should just kill one death mark. Oh, he whipped them.
I think I'm
instead of swording.
to them, so I will do that.
I think the sword just kills the unit.
Here into
The whip
visions.
is a
Hello,
little bit
visions.
spicy.
We rotate the ring to the outside wall. Hello, guys.
Love Demon Princes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm a Hive Tyrant fan, and they're just Hive Tyrants. I'm in.
Cool. That's 5 at AP2, so that should probably get you.
5 up? Is it
They're 4-up save base. Yeah.
It is underrated, yeah. And it's funny because like every time you see a
That's
Seer
very
Council
skill.
list, let's go.
Wait.
Clipped a Ophidian Destroyer unit. Very,
So
very strong.
Does not kill.
Every time you see a Seer Council list do well, it's always like something
It also
bizarre
for all
and
these,
strange. Like it's
Nice mark.
it's like every Phoenix Lord with max like Exarchs, Aspect Warriors or something.
Who knows?
Like Seer Council players can't be
Let's
normal.
do-
You know what I'm saying?
let's do this character. Cool. Everything hits. 1 wound. Three damage. Cool. Noise rains into your wraiths.
Mhm.
Full swing and squad. Oh, sorry. 1, 18. 18 swings into your wraiths.
So what army you want to start
Armory.
collecting? Had demons and Tyranids back in the 90s.
Gonna pen.
I would say Tyranids are probably, if you're like super new, they're probably easier
yes,
to
in the-
play. Although
Cool. So
j-
there-
just
20
because like
points.
their whole game plan is like
Nice.
scoring
Awesome
points
guy.
and stuff, like they're very straightforward. Demons tend to be like a little bit more
That's pretty
convoluted. But you can
That's
find
not
ways to
good.
play either one of them.
Cool. With 9 saves at AP1.
If you really can't decide, I would watch some games. So if you replay, if you want to get to my VOD channel,
It's AP1.
all my games and my
That's an additional one, I think.
my commentated games are available there. So if you want to go check that out, like
Boom.
just
Good.
just watch some games and see which playstyle you like, because that's I think like what keeps
Lethal.
people invested in a faction, in my opinion.
Alright, 8 spear saves.
Like if you enjoy playing them, then you're gonna play with them for a long time. Like if you like how they look and you like how moving them on the table feels, then you're gonna really love them.
Damage 2, right?
Yeah.
You have to, yeah. If you collect Tyranids, yeah, I'm gonna complain about the faction because I don't like it, but I don't like it in like a good way. Like I don't like. I want it to be better.
Kill a guy and then pick the other guy.
I'm not gonna complain that your faction's too strong and like be like, oh, you're not good at 40k because you played Tyranids. If you're successful with Tyranids, you have a stronger constitution than I do.
Alex into you.
I'm particularly bad at simply standing on objectives and making point number go up.
This guy here.
That's not
Here.
how
And I was like,
I'm
this
not
guy
very
gets
good
you,
at
so we
doing that.
have-
Nope. Yep. That's fine.
So yeah, that. See on the vector there. Cool.
Weird. I think I
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Lucius. That's so odd.
Cool. And then I'm done with Slice Swings, so you may stab me
Cool.
now. Do mind the confidence here. You do have to pilot him. With that, some guys.
Oh yeah, I might give you the option to just kill them. Alright. Yeah, that is a good point actually. I could put 2 dudes into this guy, into these 3. I think I'm gonna kill the whole
I think it might just be. I think it's just one guy has to go there. The rest are all closer to the Necron squad.
Yes. But I could just do this. And
Yeah, just not. You just don't
not
pile
go
in.
there.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have been the case that I went in and tried to pick off the last Noise Marine to get like. Might actually be a shot to kill a Noise Marine. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a guy over here to try and pick off that last Noise Marine.
Mhm.
I guess. So. The dude into the Noise Marines. Hit on 3s. I'll hit 3s.
They got 3s around objective.
Because you're on objective. So, sorry, 3 saves. AP1.
I'm not on the objective.
I thought you were. I thought I could see you were. Yeah.
Oh, wait, race back up.
Yep.
Oh.
Backwards and
Why
see
you?
what
Who rewinded it?
I did. Because.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Why?
Unlike,
Why
so I could. Never mind. I guess.
We lost the terrain feature because you rewinded when it was still underneath the table. I got it. I
everything's
got it.
back?
I got it. We're good.
Yeah, everything's fine.
There. Let's fix it.
So
So you had one hit.
Yeah. And 3 sword.
Can also just raise the objectives in that case for sure.
Yeah.
That would kill the
guy.
rest. So we were tying kills.
Oh,
So you're a horde player, used to crushing and killing things. Oh. Well, if you like crushing and killing things, maybe don't play Tyranids.
Oh, hey.
Tyranids spectacularly bad at killing things, and especially spectacularly bad at crushing.
Force
Good at horde though. They do bring a lot of guys.
would do with those reroll ones.
They just bring them so that they stand on the circles of the table and make number go up. But
3 sword.
yeah, you don't play Tyranids to murder your opponent anymore. Unfortunately,
Kills 2.
they will largely just be scoring.
You can't kill my annoying, but you are stuck here with me, and that is fine with me.
Yeah.
All right. You want to swing today? It's the death marks and the mill race.
Yeah, so Deathmarks can go into Lucius, I guess. I'm not.
Yeah, we gotta have the Tyranid. I mean, the Tyranid rant's a staple. Could you imagine in 11th edition when Tyranids are like,
Base, right?
it's just like all hive tyrants all the time, and it's just like the most
I think
insane
it's all
thing
gonna be-
ever.
You're engaged with this guy right now.
Oh yeah, I am, and I.
Then we'll have to get rid of the Tyranid rants.
Yeah.
Once Tyranids get redefined to be like the cool fast melee faction
Lucius.
again, then it'll be great.
Mhm.
We'll be all will be right with the universe.
2 hit. Right. I think. More mood. No AP.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Over here. Right. I guess this guy can over there.
It's gonna be demons rant.
I don't
Yeah,
know
maybe.
this guy 'cause he's close.
I don't know. Demons are
It's alright.
demons or whatever.
He can't also go anywhere near Lucius either. I guess this guy
Yeah,
can
so-
go to Lucius.
Mhm.
That seems kind of bad. Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, basically, if you pilot at all, you touch Lucius. And then she's...
Yeah, I'm not. One guy into the in practice. 4 3s, because you're on objective. 1. Maybe then 6 of that. Not sure. It was. I think that was the 1. Doesn't matter. 3 to wound. 3 wounds, happy 1.
Kills 2.
Kills 2 guys. Not bad.
And dude. Alright, okay. Let's kill the wounded guy dies. And then you're gonna regenerate a dude. 6. But you have to regenerate. If you regenerate, you're gonna have to be back here because you're not gonna coherency if you regenerate out here. So we don't have to worry about blocking you.
Yeah. That's correct.
Oh wait, that's Possessionist. Wait, do I have 2 Possessionists? Oh, that's the icon. So let's kill the... this guy is the one that's basing you, so we have to kill not him. So let's kill the Infractor. Don't make sure you can't pilot him.
Think. Oh, Doomsday into the print.
Yep.
Bonk him.
Bonk.
1 hit? Or no hit?
Mhm.
Pick up
Yeah, 1 hit.
Skill 5.
I am-
Oh, 1
I am on the objective, so 2 hits. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are. 5s. Real 1s, because I'm within 6 of the thing.
Mhm.
No,
Cool.
it's cool. Good talk.
Alright, I'll pass to you. I'll discard Cole, because that's
Cool.
just bad secondary.
Okay, CPE. Let's see what missions I got.
I just don't want to play Shadow Legion. I mean, kind of.
You need to score your primary.
It's-
dude.
I don't really understand why I don't want to play a Shadow
Yeah,
Legion,
exactly.
but maybe it's the lack of
you
epic
go for it.
heroes.
And
That might actually be it.
Amazon's kind of easy to.
I think I'd be all over that detachment if I could play like Karanak and like do like janky shit. But like all of the best data sheets in the faction you can't play, so I'm like, whatever. But it's okay. There's other stuff to play. It's not like demons are like starving for things to play with. I don't know.
Campaign
All right, and I am up to 3 on my pledge count.
Don't think Tyranids were known for their shooting back in second.
Hit and wound.
Probably not.
No pledge.
They were bad at shooting for a really long time. 8th edition is like when they were like got reinvented and were like the shooting
I
faction.
can spend a CP to bump it.
Now basically all of their damage comes from ranged attacks, which is weird, but it is what it is.
Okay, I'm getting 4. At least 4. Okay. Reses. The stuff in the middle. DD3. What?
So Commander Cha-Cha looking good on material now. We've got half of a Wraith unit down. Another Wraith unit sort of pinned currently, although it will have a push, I think, onto the objective in a turn or two. Down on score, but he does have bottom 5 scoring, so he's potentially gonna score a big 12er in the future.
You have because any model has come off this guy has.
Poly Principal wishes for Nits to be the player faction.
As far as you guys.
You just gotta rewind back to 9th edition and we play the Leviathan like transhuman harpy. Could only be wounded on 4s. And the other one had a permanent 4+ invuln. Good stuff, man.
He's gonna chill back here, I think. Think he can chill there, or does he want to chill over here? Yeah, he can chill over there, I think. The other rights at the back. They're gonna hopefully roll a 3 up.
I knew MFM just tiered to detach would be all about Toxicrins.
Oh, come on.
Incredible.
Guess I scored 0.
Dude, the funny thing is, Toxicrins really good at in Magic the Gathering. Does that count?
Guess 7.
I don't know. I don't know what they could do in a Tyranid detachment that would like make me interested to play them. Like the detachment ability to play for me to want to play Tyranids would have to be so astronomical
That is so tilted.
that it would break the game open and
there.
like it would win all the time. Like I don't know. It's like
Sure.
that. It doesn't matter what they pray for Tyranids
I'll
at this point. Like,
exchange.
I don't really
We
care.
can miserate together with my like
With Death
4
Box.
my 4 3-inch charges and then your
Ugh.
baby animates.
MTG doesn't count,
Yeah.
but it's so cool.
It's been pretty.
It like generates you mana and stuff. It terraforms the board. It's cool.
It's failing it over here was massive because now I'm behind them 4 points and I have to fall back.
John Lennon hasn't put a toxic on the table a single time in 10th. I mean, neither neither have I.
Maybe kill the.
But I think most people in the universe haven't put a toxic
Okay.
on the table
But now I'm like,
in 10th
it's
edition.
just like awful. It's pretty bad. Guess I can shoot those. Yeah, I can come back and blast these demon things, but yeah, I can't blast the demon things. What the? Just coffins, maybe. Ugh. Maybe fall back here. Things that have to start. Charges him. Functional. Okay. Alright then. I'm gonna fall back here, I think. I think I have to fall back here. I'm just gonna kill these in my turn. Kill these. I think I can see them. I should be able to see them through the little gap here. Down there. Yep.
Mhm.
Fall back with these. Yep. Try it like this.
Wow, did you ever build a toxic out of a Maleceptor kit? Yeah. The problem is like that's how it's always been, right? Like, I guess They came out in 7th, right? I didn't play at that point, but there was no point at which a Toxicrene was a like the Malice Scepter is just such a useful piece. There's no point at which a Toxicrene was more useful than that. When it could like Encephalic Diffuse and cast it +1 or whatever, and then the next edition they made it do 12 mortal wounds in the Psychic phase. Like, what are you talking about? Versus a guy with a big wiggly arm. Like, all right, neat.
What do I do here?
They are also cool too. Yeah, they're pretty.
Fall back here, I think. I have the fall back.
So Commander Chasha pledged 3 last round. He killed the Hexmark Destroyer, and he killed a Doomsday Arc. Did he kill anything else? I don't know if he actually wiped any units. I don't believe so. So I don't think that Commander Chacha is going to be doing any pledging this turn, this time around. Yeah. Non-character Psyker.
Try and at least take. I need to stop you scoring points now. Right.
Now he has a really mediocre gun, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now he has an auto cannon. Or I guess it's like a battle cannon. Now he has an 18-inch range battle cannon. So that's cool, I guess.
Did fall back forward to get it looks like.
Maybe.
Oh, I think so. I think we made a mistake here. This guy's battle shock. So you actually, I think you do hold it. I'm pretty sure Tech Magic was on the vector there.
Did you battle shock?
Yeah, because he remember he failed battle shock.
Oh, I did.
5.
Yeah, he did. Cool.
So you hold 4.
Okay, that's much better. That doesn't. That tilt makes me a little bit less. Cool. I definitely hold that. I don't know if that changes my plan or not. I think he still needs to die. I think.
Well, he only wounds you. He only makes you wound harder if you're below half strength, which is difficult because you're playing Tyranids, and you have like 3 attacks at like AP2.
I do, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I need to come and steal that.
So, like, I don't know how you're gonna get to below half strength against a Tyranid army.
Means I'm outside of my aura. I can probably get there.
Because I think you can maximum you get is 2 models there.
Yeah, it's
this
not
guy is just short. I guess he might just on there. I think, yeah, because this guy, if you get 3, it's 9 OC, which still doesn't do it.
Yeah, it's not enough. I don't think it's worth crying. I probably should have spun, got rid of engage. So it's late on in the map, quite late on. I feel like I need to actually start like doing some stuff. Also, I'll set 6 for this in case this fucks up. That's very rolling. Alright then. I guess I'm gonna shoot some stuff now.
Cool. So, Reanimator and the Doomsday? And with Spark as well.
And all the Wraiths and Pistols.
Oh, the pistols, yeah.
Yep, and they're badge as well. So the Doomsday is going to put his big gun into the... How many infractors are left? 2.
2.
Cool. It's going to put the big gun into the infractors. I'm just going to put the little gun into them as well. Why not?
Yeah.
So D6 +1. Oh, finally. Hit on 2s. Because I'll
Goodbye, Infractors. It was nice knowing you.
From stood still, your objective on his maximum. Rerolling 1. 1. 2s. Rolling 1. So 6 AP4.
Cool. Looks like one guy's out. This guy's not in cover here, so he's just going to die. And then pick up another guy. He's dead, and 4 ups on the character. Cool. Squad is dead.
Sweet. The barge can shoot the prince, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 shots. So would be 2.
Remember when you couldn't shoot tankless models within your firing arc? I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I made custom Predators back in the day when I was a kid. Because I didn't like the Havoc launcher on top of the Predator because it looks really big and silly. So I put it on a sponson, and then I made the other sponson double. And I had to explain to my opponent where I was going to draw line of sight for all my weapons for. Because I was like, technically, each of the sponsons has to be a bolter or a las cannon or whatever. And then the like searchlight on top is where I'll draw a line of sight for my Havoc launcher.
Shoot all of them into whatever you want. It's all like gauge range.
Yeah.
Pretty silly. But
I'll put
it was I don't know,
into the
kind of realistic, I guess.
cacophonist, I guess.
Yeah, sounds good.
So the fall rates into the noise marines.
That was also when even if you were engaged with a vehicle
12.
that you couldn't hurt in melee,
12.
there was no mechanics for falling back, so you were just locked in combat for the rest of the game.
So I will be
Which was a little silly.
Is it minus 1 thingy? I don't think it is, isn't it?
It is not. No,
Oh,
it's not my.
so false. Oh wow, that's pretty good. And then false again.
Yep.
Ooh, real ones. So 3 saves and 2 mortal wounds, please.
Cool. So kill the guy's mortals, take a wounded guy.
Yep. 1 into the cacophonous. One hit. No.
Cool.
Good talk. I guess the reanimator is gonna plink some stuff off of Lucius, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or even does it have like a damage 1, 2 atomizer beam? Very tactic for the big shot. 5, 6. Hit all 3, I think. Please pause. Pause. Oh wow, okay. And then strength 6, right? Strength 6. 3's to win. Oh, come on. 1 at AP2.
Fail it. Feeling no
Oh,
pain. Let's
sweet.
go. Lucius feeling pain has been popping off today.
Lucius is like nuts. Like, he's so ridiculous.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's probably hitting the chopping block with the nerfs. I was assuming my list goes up. He's the first thing that leaves. I think that's everything that can legally shoot.
Yeah. I think that's it for shooting.
Charges.
Yeah, the barge is gonna charge the prince.
No, don't do it.
He is in. Shocker.
Yes, sir. I have family.
I think that's it. It's a tank shock. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, he only T8, not 9. You'll
Oh,
roll one too many dice.
Yeah. You want me to just undo it?
Sorry, how do you want
I
to
think
do it for this? Do you pull dice out for the
you-
stats or reroll it? Because it really matters here.
Yeah, sorry. I think you die. I think you're taking 2 models regardless.
Well, I can forward field pin it. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it at 8.
Cool.
Sure.
Two.
So, 2.
This is probably worth my CP. I'll CP it. Forward field pain.
Oh.
Take 0.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, he lives.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got this Lord's Blade,
4
though.
times.
Maybe he's okay. Also, his sword is called an Overlord's Blade, but he's not an Overlord. What's up with that, chat?
So 2s. What? I'll hit. Non-lethals, is it? Nope.
No, it's Dev.
Devs. 5s, because you're 9, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Awesome.
heartbreaker.
I'll activate
Jesus.
Noise Marines. Let's take that's the correct option. Even though that's not really gonna matter.
A lot of getting to table level to check
Cool.
LOS back in the day. Yeah.
Real one's down.
I would be I would die a happy man if I never had to see a grown-ass man bend all the way over a table to squint true line of sight from his miniatures, like antenna on their backpack.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're good.
I would like that very much. Thank you.
Unless Ram has 6 attacks in combat. It's very funny.
What?
Race. 2 saves in the Kako into your.
Oh, Coco. Oh, okay, sorry.
Save, sir. 1 damage on your Wraiths. Hey.
No.
I'll just roll my prince real quick, and then we can do your.
Yep.
On my clock. Cool. They all hit with Prince. This is Noobzeric, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, Prince give you 4 saves in Noobzeric.
Yeah, he should be dead. And
you roll 1 too many. Let's roll it.
Oh. It's
cool.
No.
He's at 1.
I'm 1.
Cool.
Ah, man, that Prince should have been dead like long ago. Attacks into stuff. I'll just do this.
Cool. So 4 of them can swing here. If you and then.
Yep. Yeah, power into.
Yeah, it's weird that they haven't given that guy the correct keywords to be an overlord.
Get the choice.
Feels accidental, but who knows?
Yep.
I kind of want to kill these off. Yeah, I'll do 4 into these dudes. Into the thingy guys.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. We're rolling these ones now. Oh, sweet. Priest wound. 8 AP1.
So if I guess them. No. Yeah, it does. Sorry, they're not to that. The last one to the shooting. Yep. So.
Yeah.
They're dead.
And then the last guy into the cookupness.
We'll soon be entering a game state where only a Wraith unit survives. Only the Wraiths survive for this army.
Cool.
Wraith's too strong.
Yeah. I guess I can base them more.
Alright. Cool.
Could we complain about Tyranid some more? Yeah, for sure. Anytime.
Yep.
What is the Maliceptor's melee profile, and why is it 3 strike attacks?
For 5.
Because they were balanced around doing 12 fucking mortal wounds in the psychic phase.
I'm going to go.
And then they accidentally removed the psychic phase without addressing that problem.
Cool. And then you killed 3 units to get killed Infractor, and the Noise Rings at 3, so you kill 4 to get kill more. How doable is that? So I should be able to kill Death Marks. That should be
Oopsie.
He's sketchy, right?
They forgore.
Probably kill him because I like.
They just forgore about psychic phase.
But
it's okay. He has a little battle cannon
for 3.
An 18-inch range battle cannon.
That is the
pew.
Let's see if we can actually get the Doomsday.
Yeah.
This Kako is
with the worst keyword in the game on it.
Kako shoot you? I guess
the worst weapon keyword in 40k.
I really like him having him in combat with you because he's so hard for your race to kill a Kako because if I AOC him, he's just a 2-up save duder. It's like incredibly hard for you to get through him.
Yeah.
Awkward part though is that if the Cacophonist grants the race combat movement, and so they could pile in towards him and then get more models.
Cover is just Rhino and Tormentors, so those are both fine techners.
Yep.
Honestly, we could probably do bigger cover actually. Probably this little Lord in the corner because he's nothing that really threatens him. That's a big recover, I think. That's real good.
His gun is psychic, which in every faction besides
noise
Thousand Suns is strictly a debuff. So it makes your weapon worse when it's psychic.
This is never advanced they make, so they can only really shoot middle and here. So they're probably going to shoot everything through Reanimator.
Because there's a lot of like psychic defense, like anti-psychic effects, and
here's left. Kill him. Kill the Death Marks.
It turns on all that stuff as soon as your gun becomes.
Just tries to go for Tech Marine Precision. It's not like great, but it's also not terrible because he's AP3, so he goes straight through. So he's basically just feeling pains on his damage. this squad is at 4, so you can resurrect. Can resurrect onto this point. So I think you're probably gonna hold 4 here. I don't think there's any way for me to stop you holding one of these 2 objectives. If I really try, I could probably stop you holding 1. But I don't think I have to stop you holding both.
Chat, this random
no way for me to kill this
like
time
political commentary
Yeah,
YouTuber I started watching
let's
is streaming
go with-
Space Marine 2 right
This
now.
Rhino here is going to advance.
What?
Hey,
How do I-
not fucking me, Prince.
Oh, you're right. So
How do I deal with
Advance
that?
for 4. Battle strike on the Prince. He's braced.
He's fine.
Cool.
Why is everybody people I
So,
don't even
Rhino
follow in the
16.
Warhammer space streaming Warhammer right now? It's crazy.
He's gonna go charge some wraiths.
Mhm.
He's probably charging this. Kako is gonna stay in combat and AOC, and this one charges the middle wraiths.
Yep.
Basically, just saying wraiths don't get to do anything for another turn.
Mhm.
So cannot send the CP. CP has to be on the AOC. Can't be on anything else.
Mhm.
The other chilling here. That's fine. Just 10 OC on the objective, so you fall back. It is, yeah. So right now, assuming you fall back, you get that there. You basically get, if you resurrect a model, you can get 3 models on there right now.
Yes.
So, which is enough that we hold still. That's chill. And then that's there. This guy. Oh wait, actually, no, they recover, and they recover. They recover. Okay, so am I actually gonna grab this over here? Do it right here. We're actually gonna do. I think we're gonna stick with the original plan, which is Skywing 16 over here, and charging these race. Use corner map statue right there. Gonna charge you, and this Rhino here is going to advance as well. He's going 18. Perfect.
Mhm.
4. So he has another 14.
What do I expect Tyranids to get points wise? Probably nothing. I would expect 0 changes.
Might be better like that there. Looks like cool.
Yeah.
Gonna charge there. That's fine.
Yeah, he's not like a politician. He's like
worst case
a.
scenario,
He's actually.
Engaging you, which doesn't make you
He's
like,
actually more of a
just gotta be
science
a kid.
communicator. He's just like a
We'll be
debate
able to
guy on
tag you
YouTube.
basically no matter what.
But it's just like
So,
funny
assuming he's basing you here.
because the trend is that
I
I see more and more people
think
like
about that.
that-
This squad here just
that I
off
follow
there.
online
guys.
who are in no way related to the Warhammer community, like sort of
This.
become
Someone's gonna walk down the
Warhammer
wall
people.
and didn't do recover.
The growth of the community is like astronomically fast.
Yeah, I don't think he needs
And it's wild. He's just one in a long line. It's a trend that I've kind of like
Everything through animator. This guy's gonna stand here and recover.
noticed.
And the only thing he needs to move really is this prince. Yeah, well, also this guy. Maybe he falls back. Let's advance this prince because he's not charging. He's not gonna be charging the wraith, so we don't need to worry with that. Or maybe he does. 'Cause this guy is this as 6-inch. That is like a little bit sketchy, right? Let's think. If I kill this catacomb command barge, you don't hold this, but you will hold the middle one because I'm not taking the middle one off of you. Probably. With a chance. I think it's more likely. Yeah, we'll advance. The Demon Prince. 420 inches. Wee, Demon Prince. We love Demon Prince. Good job, Demon Prince. You're so fun. Cool. 3. And he's going to go 17. So fast. Oh my gosh. Alright.
Mhm.
That's going to be the end of. And the Kako will stay in combat. Alright, that's the end of my movement phase. Go to shooting. Really just going to be these noise marines shooting everything through Reanimator.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Yep, so here's the Sonics. 301's hit now. Finally.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's like,
Warhammer is like,
This is
yeah,
much.
it went from being like
Force
when
it,
I was a
if you
kid,
want.
right? It was like very niche, but now it's just straight up mainstream. Like it's,
Yeah,
you know, it's in the discourse, which is wild.
How much?
When kid me,
Gonna pay.
I always like wanted to do Warhammer stuff when I was a kid, and it's crazy that it's just like a regular thing now.
Cool. 2 saves on your 6-up. Then no, actually on your 5-up, and then your 5-up and then 4-up.
What? 1.
3.
Huh. Next one.
Cool. So we probably have to do a little bit of multitasking there. That's fine.
Just thinking.
Try to run him away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably be really awkward for him.
That's fair.
needed to fill this gap.
Yeah, I know Games Workshop tends to treat their internal people pretty well.
I'm pretty sure if you're
The bonus thing, like it's not the first time they've given a bonus to their employees, which is sweet.
Yeah,
You always like to hear companies do that.
literally. In the
You know,
way to be able to fit.
I might have my criticisms of like how they
Stop you.
run
Yeah,
stuff.
I think
but,
if the death marks weren't
like,
there, I think it might be
it definitely
possible,
seems
you
like
have
they
to
treat
go,
their
slightly
people fairly
get rid
well,
of
which
the
is
death
good.
mark bases. I think it
Yeah,
stops
if the
it.
death marks weren't there, it'd be so much easier. But I feel like I just have to roll the dice and see what happens. Like,
Cool.
like I'm not. The -1 to wound doesn't really do anything. Does the -1 to wound do anything here? You get -1 to wound there, and the -1 to wound isn't going to do anything with this.
Chad, I seem to have lost my
Yeah,
mouse wheel.
Regardless.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That would be a problem. Oh no, not like this.
Cool.
Is it back?
Oh, sweet. We're rolling one anyway.
He's running. Okay, cool.
Good
Lord
stuff.
Cacophonous will shoot to combat.
Uh-oh.
Not doesn't give you anything. Yeah. Yeah. 'cause
I
this
can
guy's one
click
that's
to zoom, apparently.
Reactive. Did reactive. So
I just can't drag.
It's on 2s. He's a pistol dude. Just one save.
I think TTS breaks my mouse like this.
Oh,
Cool.
good.
And you are infantry unit because you have a Technomancer, so it uses the mortals.
Yep.
I need to go get a new mouse today, chat.
Take a wind, one mortal.
If they were an American company, it never would happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
almost
on,
certainly.
dude.
That's true.
I think it literally doesn't matter at all, right? Like, there's no reason.
I know,
Like-
but, like, I don't think. I think it's.
Because here's your, you get
I
battle.
can't use anything on them.
Yeah. I guess I
can't
can't use
use
end of
it,
fight
like-
phase. Not that
No,
really.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. All right. I think that's all my shooting. Unless I want to shoot pistols with Lord Infractor.
So I've broken the mouse wheel on multiple mice
so-
before playing TTS.
Yes, I can shoot the death marks because like now it's first time.
I guess that gets a question of it if it works elsewhere. No.
Charge it.
Uh.
So let's do this one that's like a little bit sketchy. 6-inch charge and you get right in the middle. See if we actually hit that.
Well, I'll
hit
reboot
that.
it
So
later.
that's the one that
see
was,
if
like, the
fixes
sketchiest.
it, but I might just need a new mouse.
Cool.
Be awkward.
Charge and erase right here. We hit that as well.
We'll be
Cool. Let's go up here.
on
All these dudes. Hi guys.
lame
Oh, my
keyboard
God.
movement for a while, I guess.
DM prints into your command barge. He's with the
This
5.
game has just been so spicy. My mouse
We'll
can't
go ahead
take
and
it.
use impact mortals. He is at 9 wounds. For 5.
Alright.
Cool.
Wow.
Then let's do the. Lucius is gonna multi-charge the death mark and the grace.
You
so-
got fit there?
I believe so. Because there's enough room for my fit my base between you. So I basically base one of them. I basically
yeah,
just
But
I
if you-
can't base both. I just basically stand here and it's legally
Yeah.
charge. Roll to 5, so it's gonna legally charge. I don't think I can base either of you and still engage with you, so I think I stand right here.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Just touch your well,
Yeah,
next.
yeah.
Cool. Infractors into the death marks. They're with a 9.
Yeah.
So they're basing everything.
Yeah.
Lord Exalted, make sure it's yeah, cool. So then we kill a few death marks, we can swing Lord Exalted. So so back over a little bit. There. So 9 engage range.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
9 inches. He does get the base over here. Alright, and the noise marines are going to charge the infractors to see if they can maybe randomly kill like 1 or 2 and then make it so I can swing the marine. They get a 9. Also make sure I hold this objective. So it looks like I probably get just 3 of them in, looks like. So probably not going to matter. Cool. Alright.
Can you
And
fit
that's
this
all.
guy here? I don't know. I don't know if you can because you got.
What is he?
Can you fit this guy here?
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Alright, and it's recover. Let's do combats. Let's do the one that matters first, I guess. DM Prince and the command barge.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
all
minus
hit.
one to wound him.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
equal. I'm equal. Or it's 8.
That's up
it's
your
8.
strength 9, right?
It's like
Oh,
8.
you're 8.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
5 saves. I'm like barge. He's
He's
dead.
Does he blow up? I think he blows up.
Yeah, he dead. Minus
Yeah,
1.
he's dead, minus 1.
That's big.
Nope, good
The OC
Okay.
buff aura is down. That's going to make it more difficult for this Wraith unit to contest
3
objectives
noise rings
now,
into your death mark.
which will make it
Nope.
easier for Commander Cha-Cha to make up this
two.
points differential at the end here. And most importantly, I think it's impossible for the race to contest the Tormentors on the objective in the corner over here now.
Kills 1, you kill a guy in the corner, so I can't swing 3 animator.
Yep.
Cool.
Current player almost got away with
Swing
not
into
paying for
death
lost
marks with
time.
The squad
That's insane.
have already best state evered, so let's do the Lord though, because he probably just kills you.
Mhm.
Real ones, it's lethal. Cool, it's 5 saves at AP 2.
Yeah, you gotta kill him anyway. Yeah, you killed. Oh, yeah, you
Kills one.
killed him.
Yeah, kills 1. Cool. And I will base the reanimator, just so he doesn't do any stuff. Cool. Lucius the Eternal is gonna base you, and he's gonna try Precision Technomancer.
Sure.
So he has 6 attacks with precision, 4 rolls to hit wounds, your character unit. Cool. Is 6 wounds, AP 3. So Technomancer until he dies, and then you can assign wherever you want.
I've been up from the Kratos.
Yeah, that's what I said, until he dies.
Yep. So first one, the 6, right?
Yep, so first one.
Takes
2
2.
damage,
How
5
fast
left.
it does. Takes
Right.
1.
3 left. Sorry, 4 left.
Oh my gosh, this
Two left.
Technomancer is tanking the universe right
And
now.
2 left, which you can assign onto any model.
All right, he did go down.
Kratos. So AP3 did you say?
Mhm.
That.
Cool, so Lucius.
Yeah, my housemate
Can't do
just
this,
lost his job
Wraiths.
too.
Cool.
Um,
I'm not going to bother swinging my rhinos if you don't care.
Yeah, it is
Wait.
I guess a relatively big
Cool,
play
this-
company.
this-
I don't know if it's
Yeah, you
that
want to swing
big.
your Doomseric into my prince, because that's like the big combat that matters, right?
Yeah, I don't think it matters too much, but 3 attacks. 5s.
Cool.
Good luck.
I am on the objective, so force you hit.
Yep.
Remember? Yeah, let's go. So you have 2 hits, because I'm on the objective.
Oh, yeah.
On
One.
wound. No, cool. Prince swing into you. They'll hit. Wounds you.
It's a 1-wound Doomsday Arc versus a
Okay.
2-wound Demon Prince.
Oh.
Who will win? Demon Prince looks like finally gets there. Oh, close
the
thing.
usual.
Good reroll, actually. Might be relevant.
See if you can reroll.
And we're gonna do it. Hey!
Alright, so
Let's
that will deny
go.
the kill more, because I only killed 3 units there.
Yep.
I killed
My attacks.
Death Marks,
Mine,
character.
So that will retain control of the center objective for Bird Person, so he'll at least
But no
score a
rings.
4 going into round 5. So
I'll AOC him.
it seems to me that Commander Cha-Cha is likely to
I can't
complete his
go offense with 2.
recover. If he's able to get a max recover, which he's already put in, it looks
Wow.
like. He's also got behind enemy lines. He's down by 5.
Oh, my
Going into
God.
Bird Person's turn, he's going to get 8 and likely a kill.
1.
Or excuse me, 4 and likely a kill. So he will go up to 72 plus secondaries. That means that Commander Cha-Cha, who's going to get almost certainly an 8 on primary, even just based on current board state, he'll get an 8 on primary.
Takes 2.
2 wounds.
And he'll also probably kill more, so he's likely to get a 12,
Cool.
which will put him to 71.
Past you.
So it's gonna
34.
come down essentially to secondary
pulled
draws
the
here,
middle
most
still.
likely.
Yeah.
Commander Cha-Cha is down, but has bottom 5 scoring.
Right.
What a game this has been. Holy crap.
Unit at the back.
So we'll see what the cards say, and if there is a universe where
2 wounds.
Bird Person could kill one of the action performers for recover, that would be huge.
Doomsday Arc.
Don't believe he's able to take this objective back here. Because it's 6 OC, it looks like. Yeah, there's too much over there.
Rest in the what?
Forgot to do the rest in the middle. The attack with the rest in the middle. Doesn't matter.
If you want. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna kill a rhino over the next 2
I might
turns. They'll-
chip them down. I might chip it down. I don't know.
If you want to roll, it's fine. Doesn't matter. You'd
What, 8,
put
12?
you guys in.
False 3s at fine. 5. 3.
Take 2. Down to 5.
Might do it this time.
Cool. So you can get 4 on primary. So we draw cards. Cool. I do not have a coal.
I do call.
Overforce is actually not bad. Mark for death.
Overwhelming force marked for death of the draws.
Torment.
I wonder if there is a good set of draws here for Bird Person. I guess Storm Hostile Objective would be good. Yeah, he has to redraw some of those.
That's also not bad. Those are like 2 very scoreable.
Assassination is the one.
Oh, you have to kill him.
So the problem here for the Necrons is that all their stuff is engaged in melee. So he's gonna have to kill something in order to
Hopefully it's like this.
in order to actually
Something.
sort of score here. And he can't fall back and do stuff with the units that are engaged in melee, so they just have to kind of sit where they are in order to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
Generally, culture has changed where quality of work doesn't matter anymore.
I'm gonna put 15 into the cacophonous, I think.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Most of my close friends, since I started YouTube, have gone through multiple jobs. It definitely feels like, at least in the industries they're in, potentially the turnover's really fast.
Shook 5.
Like a couple years maybe.
Well,
So, and I don't know. It was
into the cacophonous.
Oh, conference. Okay, cool.
like
Save.
job quote unquote security end quote was not something that I expected to get out of content creation.
We'll put in 15
But
right now.
it's even like knowing that I have, I feel like I could, if I needed to, if I lost my YouTube channel tomorrow, I feel like I could push, I have the expertise now to like push the algorithm in order to make a living with a new YouTube channel, at least within a couple months, right?
So you're at 4.
I feel like I can, I could just put the hours in on YouTube and get
It's gonna put its
something out of it, even if it's maybe not like a full-time job, which is definitely, I don't know, felt more stable than I expected to, for sure.
Right, this is the path to assassination.
Yeah.
Coco Jambo Yaya, thank you for the follow, by the way. Great username for sure.
The 9 dude, I think I put the 20 into the small.
Jambo keeps laying people off and sending the jobs to India. That sucks.
Not the
Yeah,
dumb thing to do.
outsourcing's never fun.
Best version assassinate.
Yeah, so D6 plus 1 into the big guy. 5.
Alright.
That's not bad.
You're double plus 1 hit, so you're still hitting on 2s.
Yeah, but I'm also bracketed.
I definitely, to be fair too, I don't necessarily feel like super stable in my YouTube as a career quite yet. A lot of that's because basically all the money I made last year I reinvested into equipment. So my tax return was actually 0.
So
I actually paid no federal taxes because I had net 0 income last year between travel expenses and equipment purchasing. But a lot of that's like stuff I don't have to spend again, right? So I put a bunch of money into DreamHack, and I'll probably buy a few more things this year, but for the most part I don't really have to spend anything. But like I'll get to a point where I'm like, I think financially like in a more stable position. But it's interesting to like not have to deal with someone who could just at any point, like the Sword of Damocles, who could just like cut my career out at any time.
I'll just AOC the cacophonous. You don't kill him with the
You're
raise.
gonna get 12. I might kill 2, but then you're gonna.
Do you want to see if you get Overforce? Because you could take the Overforce right now.
Yeah, it's important to roll out on these rhinos here, I think, for sure.
Go.
No kills on the Demon Princes. One's down to 2, one's down to
Not gonna kill this demon.
3. Ugh.
I'm gonna try to finish off this rhino in the middle, I guess. Right.
And that should be Commander Cha Cha taking it down here.
AOC this instead of the cacophonous. Because this is
That's
this
Rhino.
the Rhino, yeah. To be honest.
Yeah.
This is a 7-point swing here if you kill it. Purge and Overforce.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, like I should have. Like I'm not even sure what should have happened over here. Like I'm surprised I didn't even roll one thingy on it. 20. 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. Oh, 20? Yep, 20. 3s. 5s. Yeah, not bad.
Alright.
5.
Alright, 5-3 ups because they AOC'd. You got them.
Nice.
So you'll get Overforce. No, clothing. You get Overforce and Purge.
It's only one down, unfortunately.
Well, that's a big deal, actually.
Oh,
So
but-
up 16 now for third person. But if Cha-Cha can score any
Oh, do you want to see
primary
kill the Kako?
or any secondaries
Not
and
able to.
max
Yeah.
primary, then
Yeah.
he'll win.
Yes.
Yeah, the role here is important.
I think he can like.
I think that scares you with YouTube is how easily content creators work can get claimed. Yeah, that's a problem. I agree. Unfortunately, I think for the most part, it affects people who do, like, reference and use other content. So whether you're a commentary creator or a you doing like movie reviews and stuff like that, like that feels much more relevant to those people. I'm fortunate that I don't work in those
T5.
those corners of the
5 if you want.
Yeah, cool.
of the space,
What?
which is good. I do run into it with music occasionally, but it is what it is. That's not that big of a deal.
3 into the tank, I guess.
Yeah, he should be able to get 16 on primary. He has to get 2 kills, which actually might be tough. So he could get 12 on primary
Alright, cool.
really easily.
Yeah.
It takes 2.
Cool.
So he's not dead.
Yeah, and then has to score anything else, basically.
Overforce for me.
Oh, nothing.
Containment draw. The draw there should be the
Overforce for me
win.
is actually really bad because I can't really kill stuff on them. I guess no. We have the. Oh, do you want to fall back to this guy so I don't kill you on your turn? Or do you want us?
Yeah, sure. I don't think it matters that much, but
Yeah.
I mean, like,
So-
Yeah,
Overforce
we
is
just
like
contain
Yeah.
here.
I can't really do Overforce. So I would
If we auto pass this demon prince, he contains in this corner. And then
establish.
we contain
locus.
over
So
here.
I'm
Establish
gonna
locus
I
for.
basically I contain for 6. Establish. Can I establish?
Yeah, we're in the deployment zone. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
score
you
3
can come to
objectives.
fly over here with this demon.
That was a great draw for Commander
And
Cha-Cha
I
at the
also
end of the
do
game
any
there.
deployment zone. So
Yeah. So that should be a
Yeah, you've won this game. It doesn't matter.
82 to 75, I think, is the final score here, chat.
You probably kill this turn. In my turn.
Mike, game like. Oh yeah. So I need swing combat here, right? So
Yeah, that's
that real quick. Real ones. 2 safes. Cool. So
Yeah,
that's
nice.
that guy's dead. Did
Blow.
he explode?
Nope, of course it doesn't.
Oh, explosion would be huge, actually. That would have been funny.
Either I need one of these units pass battle shock. So the top one at 2. I guess top one at 2 wounds.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna score.
He's brave. Cool. So he'll do containment over here. These contain over here. The Lord will establish locus in your home field.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to charge Lucius and these guys into the air to get my kill more.
Yeah.
Let's see if
easy.
Lucius gets you. Just double check because you are fort fielding, right? So, you are a walker.
Yeah,
but
he
it's
is. He is, but he's gonna die. Like,
Cool. All right. So that would
if
give me
anything,
kill.
you could put
Also
put one of
noise
the
range, yeah.
princes into this.
Great game, chat.
Yeah,
What a game to watch.
All right. So we're gonna get 16 on primary. Hold more, kill more. Get focus for 4. Containment for 6.
Up by 10 at the end of the game.
Cool.
Whoa.
Good game, man.
That was
Yeah,
tough.
I
Yeah,
just
I
did
think
really badly. I
the
didn't
push
need
with
to
the Silent King early was probably
as
not
much
the
as
play.
like,
Yeah.
completely
I was pretty happy when you did that. It's just because it's
like it
Yeah.
threw so hard there. Like after that, it was like kind of just downhill. Like I think
Yeah.
I got lucky even scoring 75.
'Cause
Even then,
the-
like there was like 1 or 2 things that could have just like gone ever so slightly my way. Like I could like killing the prince with the Doomsday Arc and stuff. Going
Yeah.
in, I think that
It's
would
just
be fine.
you're basically disadvantaged to me. So like running the king out, like it
Yeah,
swings
I
it, so
took
there's a
less
chance that
than
I
you.
can come back.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I just don't know if I do. If you just like stand both rates here, I just don't know what I do. It's just so hard for me to like, get kill points.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
just-
basically have to do the commit here, except every single race, which is so much harder because you string back.
Yeah,
You have fight final
Yeah,
painting
exactly.
against mortals. It's just so hard for me.
And I
to
could
do.
just like pull you out. I could just like pull out combat. So if you try and put multiple things into a unit,
And then then
without
you have
like,
the
a giant charge.
then you have the king, which can probably kill Prince and then refractory unit by himself.
No, no,
and
it's
then
tough. It doesn't kill it doesn't kill a prince at all. Like no
Well,
idea.
it does, like, half
He
of
could, he could kind of so it's a bit iffy at shooting, because of the -1 damage, and it's like 4-ups. So if you pass 1 4-up and you're gonna reroll one of the 4-ups, it's like
Yeah. But he can soften up to a
Uh,
point where like I have less impact mortals
yeah.
and like you can like send other things like
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
send a race squad in to like do tango with me and like it's not like the worst
Yeah.
ever.
in combat, it's like if I get the charge off with a tank shock, it's alright. Like I could probably do it, but then you just like put like 4-ups on mortals and stuff, and you're kind of okay. And it like kind of halves the damage there already. So like at least I might get like 2 in.
Yeah.
There's an extra matter there.
Yeah, well, thanks for the game, man. I probably gonna head out and get some stuff done. But
yeah, you guys are good. I got the score in, so you're all set.
cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Good day.
Commander Cha-Cha, congratulations on taking it down.
Yeah.
Thanks to both of you for playing, too. That was a good one. Oh, they left. They just fucked right off. All right. Well, you know what? Fair enough. Anyway, chat. That's going to be it for me. I'm literally sitting in an empty voice channel right now, congratulating people. Oh, man. Anyway, folks, what a great game. Yeah, Frontline with Race, make the Emperor's Children commit. Yeah, I think that it feels like he was just really worried about getting or he was trying to get the Warlord kill early, which like if he had done would have been big, but it's so low odds with just a Silent King. And then you lose that big piece, which is a huge deal, right, for the race to like consistently fight. So definitely like just force the fight onto the race and be like, come at me, bro, and then call it a day. It would have been the correct play, but like now you know, right? And then we get to get that experience vicariously. Definitely showcases, I think, this was I would say that Commander Cha-Cha like basically played out of his mind here. In order to essentially like redefine his entire game plan in order to fight a really tough matchup. Goes to show you that Emperor's Children like aren't and in doing so his opponent was paying essentially like 500 points down and he only won by 10, right? So you can imagine that if this had been like a much cagier match, it's super tough for Emperor's Children in this situation. So anyway, chat, we're going to go rating real quick. That's going to be it for me today. I'll be live tomorrow. I have a game at noon against Commander Cha-Cha playing some Khorne Demon Can. I'm almost certainly going to die because I haven't played 40k in about since the last millennium, I think, basically. And I don't even remember what models are. Like, what's a miniature? I don't even know anymore. So, but we're going to be live there, and I will likely be live on YouTube playing some other games. All right, so we have, let's see, there's a German Battle Report stream going, Kings of the Hill 40k. There's also, everyone's German today, actually. So we'll go raid them then. That's fun. They're like doing an IRL game, which is always tough. Looks like a nice little layout too. Playing new Thousand Suns, it looks like, so that's exciting. So we're going to go ahead and start a raid over there. So I'll see you on YouTube tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon back here on Twitch. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Stay tuned for a new video. If you're a patron, you should get it tonight. Otherwise, everyone else will get it tomorrow, I think. And with that, I'll see you. Cheers, everyone.